Right, welcome guys, welcome. We're going to be playing some Age of Wonders 4 again. I'm just going to move my face across somewhere else. Down here is usually pretty good for Age of Wonders, I think. Just off to the side there. That'll do me. I'll just see how that one goes. Yeah, welcome. We're going to continue on playing. I was thinking I probably should play something, a new game, but I do love this game. And it's, yeah, anyway. When I saw it there, I thought, oh, I'll play that instead. Okay, hi Rainman, how you going? I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having a great Easter. It's my, like we have, I don't know if everyone has the 4-day, like, you know, from Friday to Monday holidays everywhere around the world. I'm not sure if that's the case, but anyway, it's Monday morning for me, so the last of the holiday days, which is good. Okay, so happy Easter, Murder Dog. Yeah, I hope everyone is having a great time and enjoying the, like, it's been beautiful weather where I am. Actually, it's been a fantastic long weekend. It's yeah, very, very enjoyable at the moment. So I've been sort of Friday I spent the whole day at the beach, and then yeah, then what did I do Saturday? Oh, then we had a family day Saturday. Yesterday we normally have a family day on Sunday, like just to do Easter egg hunts and stuff like that, but we're doing that today. So that's going to be what we sort of get up to over the course of the morning, I think. I think we're doing that just all morning. Like, it's very early in the morning here, so I've still got about another 7 hours before I've got to go after that. And so that'll be fun. And yeah, so it's been a good Easter. Very good Easter. I ate all my eggs on Friday, so basically I've got no more chocolate left, which is a good thing. I try to just rattle through it. Sorry, this is taking forever to load. Just think of any old thing I could talk about while we wait for it to load in. It just takes forever to actually load the game in. Particularly when I've restart the computer or something. I've got to get an SSD card. I just have to, actually. I'm going to have to do it this week, I think. So see how we go. Hi Mike, how you going? So yeah, it's. I'm assuming everyone's having a good time anyway. I hope so. It's sort of funny. We have this long weekend, and then the coming Friday coming up is actually also a holiday for us here in Australia, which is Anzac Day, and then we've got then in Queensland, which is the state that I'm in, we have a special holiday the week after that as well. So there's heaps of holidays all in a row, which is too much. We should spread them out a little bit. But Anzac Day they can't change, of course. But yeah, we have a May Day sort of Labor Day weekend, which sort of is funny. Like, it's sort of like it's like for a non-socialist, as in communist sort of country, it's sort of it's funny. I don't know if the other states have got it. The left-leaning party in Australia was actually founded in the state that I'm in, and it's not really for them so much as just for the workers. It's like a workers' holiday, which is they've done it forever. I can never remember them not doing it. So I'm saying I brought the first annual pass, but already find the game a bit overwhelming. Would you suggest any further DLC? Look, if you're finding it overwhelming, I would suggest just get used to it. Don't get anything else until you actually get used to it, because you'll find that the DLC adds a lot to it. As you if you're used to a way of playing, it will then introduce new ways of looking at things. So it's sort of so it's not something. It's the more you add, the more overwhelming it's going to be, I think. To be honest, to be perfectly honest about it. And some of them add like a hell of a lot. But I actually I play the game all the time, so I absolutely love it. But now, what are we up to? We're still underground. We haven't really gone above ground at all in this particular playthrough. She is moving down with her army. She's got an 880 strength, which is not all that high. We've got a lot of these guys that are now back. They're now as good as they're going to get. We've got Sign of the Huntress, where the range units have got like a lower range, which I'm not sure how long we've got in that one. 2 more turns before that one comes through. We have another army coming down this way. What I want to do is I want to join up to get rid of the Astral Rift. So how far off are we? Okay, they're still coming through. Let's just move them together. Just move them across like this. And leave that one. So that's going to be, by the time they get there, we're looking at 3 turns. Yeah, so this one here, we want to time this one for 3 turns as well. That's 1 turn. So I'll just leave that one where that is. We met another ruler. Okay. So we found there's a lot of dwarves on this particular playthrough. Like there's dwarves and giants everywhere. Just say goodbye, which is sort of fun. Respond to heroes joined to offer. Yeah, so we can actually do another hero here, which is great. So hi, happy Easter to you, Quan Chi Combat as well, and Adrian. Adrian's saying Guten Tag, Herr Daz. And Fro Austin, I don't know what that refers to. I don't know what that means. I assume it's good. Anyway, so we've got the really what we're doing here is we're just picking now the type. What do we need? We've got we need support. We need a support general. So we've got Cedric Weaver as a prospecting governor. It's not bad. He is a support unit. Cedric Weaver, level 5 already. It's good going. Ranger, defender. Do I not want defenders or rangers? We want mages, maybe. Nautical governor, we don't need that. And agricultural governor. Each farm grants extra food. I think we'll go back to our good friend, this one here, Cedric Weaver. Oh no, he has got a polearm. No, the staff of spider summoning. Okay, this is pretty good. You can summon spiders. Death blast. Yes, he's a support guy. Death blast summons quick stab. Raise undead. I don't need that. What we might do is we might bring him in and then reset him, I think. So we'll recruit him in. I don't want to be having raise undead. So friendly undead corpse is revived with 60% of his total hit points. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, it's undead. Yeah, undead corpse. So this is more of... This one's heading towards necromancy, and we are not heading that way. So we'll go and... but I'm sort of like that he is actually a full-on support hero. So we'll go... It's funny, it doesn't actually have a lot of the stuff there. Oh, actually, do I want to get him? Maybe not. He's got Ranger. Looking at what they've got through here. Oh God, do I even go back to getting another one of these? These ones here. Here is skill. Materium is actually what I do want. I can always just reset them. Yeah, another raise undead there. These have got the badger bears, which we do actually have. Like a cavern bear, very fast movement. Yeah, he's got raise undead as well. You know, I don't like any of these. Why didn't he pick up one? He's level 5. I think we'll start with him actually. Well, let's recruit him because he's level 5 already. And we'll go and set him up. New Empire skill available. Get more Whispering Stones if we wanted them. Farms grant +5 food. I might throw that one in there. Let's close that one off. And we're at war with these two guys. Yep, so one ruler down in the bottom corner here, which we can't really... Now, which one is that one? Flammic Fire. Yes, this one here is actually another giant who has now been pulled into the void. That's interesting, actually. The reason that's interesting is that we saw... Yeah, we did see him over here. He managed to hunt down one of our guys and kill one of our scouts. So Dragon Gate produced a library. Dragon Gate is getting bigger and bigger, which is awesome. But we can get the market. Gold is not really a problem for us. Mana sort of is. The Shrine, we're going to get that one in 2 turns. Citadel, I want to get that one boosted when we've got 10 population. We're only at 7 at the moment. Let's grab the Shrine just to get more of that. And I've got a fairly strong little stack up through here. Maybe just one more unit will then sort of allow us to go and do some more things through here. So I think I've already got 2 pyromancers. I'll just have a quick look and see. Like if we have a look at the groups that we've got, you've got 2 pyromancers there, and just zoom in a little bit so we can sort of see the units a bit better. But this one here, we've got the just basic defenders, basic archers. We're starting to now get our tier 2s, get a support there. So this is actually, and we've got ourselves a aspirant knight back over through here. We've got another archer unit, which is going to be coming down as well. So I'll split these up into a more meaningful set. But we need more attacking groups, more attacking forces here. So I'll just go back to the city and build myself. Well, the aspirant knight, do I want 2 of these or just 1? What do these require? They require the Town Hall version 4, the Grand Estate, which is a little way off, but we will start to get these dragons at some point. Archer defender. We've got what, 3 defenders? 3 defenders, 1 knight, 1 bannerman, 4 archers, I think is what we've got out of the 10 that we've got there, no, the 11 that we've got. I think we'll go with another knight. And we've got 2 pyromancers. Let's go that way. We get that one in 1 turn. Alright, down you come. So we were going to come down and get this enchanted den. So we'll get that one in just a minute. We'll just have a bit of a look. So this one did produce the archer. Let's just move this one down, and we'll start to sort of now pick our forces. These are all actually now. What's his stick? His stick is to he's a recruiting governor of Dragon Gate. So what he has is renown levels. He's at 3 at the moment. So we get plus 30 draft. Units cost 20% less gold to recruit. Tier 1 and 2 units recruited with plus 1 rank. And then once he gets to the next one, Tier 3, 4 and 5 units recruited at plus 1 rank. So that would be good ultimately. So the prospect is, so what he's trying to do is major ambition. A governed city has a gold income of 200 plus. So that is not happened yet, is it? Reward 100 renown and artisan equipment. So while Army Leader, all other units have, yeah, this is really what we need to be doing. Well, we're sort of on the way there, to be honest. And just clearing resource nodes is, he gets 25 for each one of those. We'd still need 5 of those, 5 more resource nodes cleared. But he's on the way. But if we can get hold of that one, 200 plus, if we go and close that one. I love the detail now in the game. So we have a look at this one here, 110. So we're still a fair way off, but we are picking up. Like we got a fair bit of gold coming in from this Horde of the Fallen. So we sort of we're on the way. This is actually a very rich city, but we're on the way, but a long way off. All right, so we need to get you. Go back into here. I'm just think about what I need to bring into this particular group. I'll take 1, 2, 3 of you. That then leaves me with 2 more slots. And the shoot bow. Catching arrows. Son of the Huntress here. That's what's happening at the moment. I think what we might do is have a look at you. Heavy shield. Now, if I go in with 2 of these, it means that I've only got really then one other real range unit. So I think I'll go in 1 each. This one does have Sundering Blades, Spell Tempered Shields, great hit points. And these are all of his house. So we've got his house is the one that we've got through here. Okay, let's now move the others down into this area. That's a reasonable little group as well. Once we get the knight there, that will flesh that one out fairly good. So I think we want to do it this way. And yeah, so everyone is actually a that's his house there. Does it say what it is? No. House of Liege Overhill. Yeah, so he's the recruiting governor of Dragon Gate and the House Liege of Overhill. There we are. So he's actually the Liege Lord of all of these. These are all coming through from him now, which is good. Just close that one off. So the Enchanted Den is only a bronze, so when annexed, and we'll sort of getting close now to being able to pick this one up. This will give me a fair bit in through there. We then get the Storm Scale Serpent and the Plague Serpent units to the Rally of Lieges, which I never bought. I don't actually like them, so I'm not going to ever get them. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to explore this one through here. So it has to be, can only be entered by one army led by a hero. So we've now handpicked our actual hero. Cave of Carnage. As Ewain the Viper approaches the cave, he smells flesh blood but finds no sign of life. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Ewain freezes when an ear-piercing shriek resounds through the cave, and the same bloodthirsty spirit wolf emerges from the dark, its rabid eyes fixed on Ewain. So in the coming battle, gorging predators will be active. So we've got all defending units have the violent gorging ability. Consumes target corpse and heals 30 temporary hit points. That's what it has. No time to waste. We can feed the beasts. Now this is a growth in Dragon Gate is blocked for 4 turns. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to just attack and put up with what they have. Okay, so I'll do this one manually because I do like these battles. Actually, I didn't have a look to see what we're up against. Hi, Guy and C. Baker. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so this particular location, I mean, this one does come up a fair bit where it splits off into 2. All of their units are just melee type units. There's nothing special about them. This is a tier 3. It does have the violent gorging, just a normal attack. It can't really do anything. I don't think there's anything the Spirit Wolf can actually then go and do. So it's just an animal unit. There's no ability for it, is there? Is there a pass-through? Ethereal. Yeah, it can pass through. This one can get in behind us, ultimately. So this is the one unit we have to be a bit careful of because of its pass-through ability. These are the ones which is going to be causing fire. There's just a warg unit, fire and warg. So what we want to do is we want to block off, we've got one shield unit, and I sort of want to keep it this way. Yes, we've got the, this is the gorging predators. So now that's not going to, it's not as if it fires up every single round. Yeah, Wayne the Viper. I need to lock them in and then attack. So let's do that. We've got the shock tactics here using the Aspirant Knight. We've got 2 shock tactics. Just remove these off. Yeah, hardly any damage coming back that way. That one's fine. That one's fine. Hi Began, how are you going? And Klingzog saying hey there, Daz. Can't believe I missed 2 streams yesterday. Rest in peace, my 3-week watch streak. Well, it is Easter. It is Easter, so that's certainly it's forgivable. It's forgivable. So we've now got defensive tactics with those. We're going to move this one up as well. They'll try to target these if they can. And I'm just going to move this one back. Now, to get the banner smite, actually to get this one here, the soothing standard, is range 1. So I will have to get into a position where I'm nice and close. Just leave the bannerman at the back. These can't reach us in one go, but we'll be able to then charge them in with Sir Uwain after that one. So we'll just go into end our turn there. So these will attack this guy. Oh, they've gone that way. Not much damage though. Now I can still come back into there and do, like, I'll be facing the wrong way here, but to do a shock attack here, but I'm going to have to do it. Cancels its retaliation. We need to get rid of this one really. Critical hit, that's good. So I've moved out of the way because there's no retaliation. I can now move away with the with this one and kill it. Excellent. Okay, then we've just got this one left to just come charging in. Go charging into either one of these, but you know, I think like this one here is now locked in with this unit. Like I don't want to attack it as such, although that one I almost get the kill. that would be okay actually. Let's go that way. And I can then kill that one off. Alright, we do have a spell. Got Ignite, Immolate, and Hold the Line. None of those really are a need at this stage. So they're going to get, this one here will be able to do a fair bit of damage against our hero, but won't be able to kill it because we're facing the wrong way. So we're now, they've got a flank attack. So we'll end their turn, and I'll get the 3 shots in against him. Oh, that one's eating to get the health. That one is as well. Not that it needed it. Big attacks. So in the front there. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. So 90%, I might as well kill it off. It's only 50%, but I can actually go back into here and pick up a, oops, not quite. 90% from there. I was hoping to get a flanking shot, but the rock was in the way. Okay, that's going to all but kill that one. So that one had a big long charge, and then we can kill that one off. And then do the damage here. These units are quite good. Just tier 1, but they're going to be handy all game long. Very strong. There we go. Critical hits. Easily done. So we close that one off. There we go. So so the wild threat has been dealt with. Young Thunderbird has survived the carnage at the Enchanted Den and clings to Owain. Alright, so Thunderbird is what? Tier 3. Okay, that's good. It's a battle mage unit. These are good, actually. Keep the Thunderbird and raise it as your mount. Actually, this one here, yeah, we've got to mount, nurse and release it into the wild. We don't want to do that one. Hide. The hide of this Thunderbird would make a fine warming channel cloak. What does that one give us? Tier 2. But I think we'll actually raise it as your mount. So we've got now a Thunderbird mount if we want it. Let's go back and have another look. So if we have a look, so this is a tier 3. So this is very fast movement, the cavalry unit type, flying movement, and +4 lightning resistance. So there we go. That's going to be good. So that will be a little bit better than what we ended up having. We'll just confirm that. I think there's much else we can grab. If we just go to everything we've got. The Frost Great Axe. Now this is a tier 1 lance. And we are a warrior, which this Frost Great Axe would actually then sort of work. Gain 20 damage per hex travel up to 3 hexes. This one does 13 and then 13 frost damage, whereas this one here does 21 damage overall. So this one's a total of 26. If depending on the frost, then Cloak of Hexing, Ring of the Killer. What have we got in there at this stage? Ring of Regeneration, that's actually useful. Seer, Vicious Band, Ring of Camouflage. The Cloak of Hexing, we don't need it. We can't really make use of it because we don't use spells. So I think I'll just leave that one where that is. I'll have to start to get equipment for him. So we'll close that one off. And if we go and have a look up top, just go page down or page up, we just can cycle through the various areas. Yeah, so this is the edge of one of the independent worlds, independent cities. Actually, where is the city? Strange. Can't see the actual city itself. Not sure where that's coming from. Yeah, so we might have to take this next turn, like when we grow next. Where else do we want to go? We've sort of cleared out a lot of stuff. That one there, the Eternal Bed Chamber. It's a Corrupted Soul back in there. Yes, we've got different areas here that we could actually go and finish off if we had to. Did we get sailing? Yeah, we did pick it up, so we can actually now hit the water. But I'm surprised I'm not seeing. Oh no, it comes out this way. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oracle. Alright, these are the high brutes. Actually, I've got 229 at the moment. We're not going to need Imperium for a little while, I don't think. We've got gain one +1 Whispering Stone there. This one is 125 for that Whispering Stone there. That one there, gain 3 gold per unit tier of units killed in combat. Gold is not really an issue for us at this point in time. What do we have there? This is Special Province Improvement Grant, +5 gold. Specialist Districts. Again, I don't really need it. I think I'm just going to go this way. Close that one off, and then we'll give them a Whispering Stone. So we'll start to sort of work in with that particular group. There's nothing else for us to really clear in around here. There's Silverdale down this way as well, which is another bronze ancient wonder. Astral Keeper, yeah, that's just a different type of group. We could certainly just do these little missions. Pearl Reef. Eternal Bed Chambers. That mana node along with this, we could actually claim both of those, you know, get both of them essentially when annexed. Yeah, I might. They've got wreckage there as well. Let's go. Let's go north and take these. Get rid of that. I mean, if we could, if we were trying to, we've done all of those, so we don't need to grab them anymore. We can get onto the water here. And we haven't really had a good look down here. There's something else in there that we could have a look at. Meridian Maze down that way as well. Maybe we'll stay down below. Bring them across. So this is just a scout unit. I do want that's occupied, and they should be leaving that. Now we're trying to. Actually, we have now gone across. This is now the what's the village? This is the Valiant Dwarves, which are our group, I think. Yeah, these are ours. And Palisade Walls. I'll just get basic defenders and things from here. Just get more of them. The scout unit that we've got there. Now we're looking for that one of these. Into the Ashlands. Alright, so we've got that one through there. Now this one we're not at war with. We're way over here. I think I'll start to bring this one back. Just scout the other regions. Alright, so we'll end our turn there. Okay, so Cling's saying, yeah, your first stream was actually perfect timed with my family coming over. Started 5 minutes after they arrived, finished 5 minutes before they left. I did find the timing quite funny when I noticed. There we are. T5 Cats saying, boo, grazed. So many shiny things. And Debs is saying, is this a hard game to learn? It depends on how you play it, to be honest. It's sort of, and there are sort of course, different difficulty levels, and we're playing on hard with this particular run. Not that it's super hard, but it's actually where it gets confusing for people, I think, is the tactical battles, which you don't have to play out. You can just auto-resolve them, and I think the best way of learning this game is to save scum. And the game encourages that because it is so complex. Now, we've got some movement down that way. Let's just see what we're finding here. Oh, this is one of the forces from this city which we're friendly with. So we'll just move to there, and another one there. So this Geomancer city is friendly. This is sort of like a special city that's on with the Giant Kings stuff. So yeah, and it's sort of one of these things. Like I'm playing with like all the DLC as well, so that actually adds a lot to the game, like a lot of base things. So what we've actually done with our faction is we've set up an underground dwarf faction, essentially where we prefer the underground. We are dwarves. What else do we have? We've got a few different bonuses that we end up getting with the way that we are approaching things. So it's our main. We've got a giant here. So Vajala is our leader, the rock giant queen in this case. So she's really the mainstay of our actual force. We're going down to try to clear out this little area at this stage. I'm just trying to sort of clear out and maintain the different regions. Maybe I'll just do a quick summary, just to sort of go through where we are. So this is you'll see across the top here the different groups that we've actually come across back and through this other side. And so this is all the different rules that we end up having, and we can see there the overall ranking is what we've been how it's been sort of set up. Now at the moment we're ranked number 1, which is actually pretty cool to be at that rank this early. Like we're turn 50. 50 is I normally am not top rank until the end of the game, so I never really worry too much about the ranking, and we'll find that there's different ranks. So overall ranking 1 of 5. This will then sort of give us the abilities. We should actually be able to see what that ranking is. Why we are. That's overall. We've then got the military ranking. We're number 1 in that one, and so this is the overall. It's just sort of getting everything together. We're also the military. The expansion ranking. We've sort of got more expansion than anyone else. This is the magic ranking. We're coming first there as well. Okay, that's interesting. Economy ranking, number 1 there as well, and diplomacy ranking. We should be down near the bottom. Oh no, we're number 2, so we're not terrible. So you can sort of see there that there's. I'll just go back to the overall ranking here, but this is. So we've got Fajala, which is us. We've got another giant, which is she's a fire giant with, and she is. What's her group? Just to try to see what her actual force actually is. The Burly Arcanists. So she's actually in charge of a whole lot of orcs. So she's got like these various orcs. She's also using Subterranean Society. I should actually point this one out. So we've got the Valiant Dwarves. The Valiant Dwarves are a feudal aristocracy society. We've got Subterranean Society back into here as well, which allows us to get like their cities get extra food. As well as we can sort of excavate and get lots and lots of resource nodes, which is why we're pretty much winning the game, I think, because of that particular one. Perfection Artisans in through here as well. So we get better stability and extra gold by building things in the cities, but it takes twice as long to do it. Tenru's subscribed. Thank you very much for that one, Tenru. Very, very much appreciated. So I'd say it's sort of in this case, like everyone comes up with it in a very, very different way. Now, one of the things that people don't like about the game is that they feel that the actual chassis, like in this case, the dwarf chassis that we're using, is not unique enough in the game. And so we've gone, but I find that they are, but most people, I won't say most, but some people find that they feel bland. You don't feel, like I feel like I'm playing with dwarves in this run because we've got defensive tactics, so these ones actually, when they're standing next to each other, they get extra defense and resistance, so essentially like a shield wall. For me, that feels fairly thematic. We've got tough as well, and so they've got... and so the units take less damage from melee attacks, so they've got extra defense and resistance again. And then we've got underground adaptation. In this case, we actually built them to start underground. So we wanted to make sure that we had an underground start. So that's what we sort of went in with those. If we go to some of the others, like this one here, the Burly Arcanists, I find that they tend to be pretty much what you'd expect. And so these are orcs that they've actually then got. Now, they're a mystic culture. It's sort of what they have. So they're sort of more magical with the way that they sort of approach things, but the actual orc chassis itself is ferocious. So it deals 40% damage via retaliation attacks and opportunity attacks. So this one here tries to close the gap and then will do damage if other units then start to move around it. Hardy, so it gets extra hit points, and strong, so it does more damage with anything it sort of does, which again for me that feels thematic for orcs. So you can chop and choose these, depending on how you want to play the game, which I don't mind that at all. There's a ruler there that we don't know, so we don't know who that one actually is. Now this is actually says that they're AI normal, they're not AI hard. I thought they would be AI hard. Anyway, we'll continue on. I thought it would have gone hard with that. It's strange. All right. So in this case, we're at war with Kea, the Dwarven Reavers, and so their race is also dwarves. They've got defensive tactics like what we've got. They've got tough. They've also got hardy like the orcs with extra hit points. Again, that feels thematic to me. And then this one here is another giant using a dragon mask. So there's a fire giant king. And their race is their Hearth King. Again, these are a different style of barbarian dwarves, and so these are they've got desolate adaptation. So these can actually move around in the Ashlands, which is where our unit is now up top. Tough back in through here as well. So again, you take less damage from melee attacks, and then defensive tactics like what we've got as well. So you can sort of see there a bit of a different type one. Again, they've got the culture itself has got these are prolific swarmers, so these actually get extra rank at their tier 1 units. These are also seafarers, which on this world is not going to be all that important, I don't think. But this one is actually in the void, so he's been killed off at some point, but for 3 turns he'll stay in the void and then come back to life back at his capital. If you to win against any other units, the name of the game essentially is to destroy the ruler and to destroy their capital city. And if you do that, they're out of the game. So he's not doing all that well by the looks of things. So if we have a look at him and bring it up, we'll then sort of see that he's at war with us. So he, and no one else, he's at peace with that one, unless this unknown ruler is also at war with him. Defensive pact. Yes, okay. They've got a defensive pact in through there, so they're working together against us. The other one, they may be at war with this unknown ruler, or he's actually come across something wandering around in the world that's actually killed him. So that's maybe what's happened with him. But that's the different groups. Dwarven Reavers back in through here as well. These are both coming last at this point in time. Again, only at war with us. What about Alien? Yeah, Alien's at peace with everyone that we've come across so far. Alright, well anyway, let's continue on. So, T5 Cats are saying to Debs, I'd say easy to play, hard to master. Yeah, that's the hardest part, and next to it there's easy modes as well, yeah. So you can certainly sort of get your way through it. I reckon it's one of the best games ever made, to be honest. It's just it's so immersive, the actual game. But yeah, there certainly are a lot of aspects about it that I guess do require a bit of understanding. So Debs is saying I haven't seen the battle part of it, but it reminds me of Total War Warhammer. Total War Warhammer is real time. This is turn based. This is so much more involved than Warhammer battles, to be honest. When you go into the actual battle system. Now we're going to be going into a fairly complex battle down in here. The Astral Rift. The thing I've got to be careful of with this is that they're spawning. This is a spawner, and it's what's called a gold spawner, which means that it's very, very difficult. So at the moment it's recovering. The infestation will reinforce its patrolling armies in 0 to 3 turns, and so I'm trying to come down to destroy it before it spawns too much, which means that there's wandering stacks. Now, I've killed off one wandering stack already with my leader. And they're all healed up and nicely ready to go. I'm just going to go on the edge here, because what we want to do is we want to come back down. I don't want any of my health to suffer with any of these units. I'm going to move that unit down. Then we've got another group in through this other side as well. I'll go through when we actually do the attack. By the way, if you're playing the game, I've always sort of mentioned this because it looks like it's dangerous because we're coming down with our units, and then we've got a group of ogres here. We've got another group of units back in through here. If you see like a black banner with white, it means that they're guarding a location, and they're not going to come after you, so they won't actually attack you. If you see a black banner with red skulls on it, it means that they're either a spawner or they are moving around and looking for you. And so in this case, when we come across these guards on these special locations, we don't have to worry about them. We can just walk straight past them. I think that that's something where if you're not used to seeing that, that may be a little bit confusing. This is another great location for another city, actually. Now we've already got 3 of 3 cities here. I wouldn't mind another city in here. Actually, this is very, very nice once we clear this out. So we're moving down now with the actual stack. Now I'll go through in detail because this will be an interesting fight, I think, when we get in here. We can't see in the fog of war what they're spawning, but we did kill off one of their groups, and we have to do this a lot because this is going to be a hard fight. This is Cedric the Weaver. Does have a signature spell. I'm just pretty much going with Materium. This is the different. You'll see up through here we've got like different affinities. Our main affinity is with Materium. So Materium affinity relates to physical magic. It's associated with resource extraction, transmutation, and mastery over the mundane physical world. This ties in with a whole lot of other different game mechanics, but one of them we then get to choose from is whatever affinities we actually have up through here. We can then choose from this group. What we don't actually have is astral or shadow. We haven't gone that way at all. And so as we make choices with the way that we update our approach to things, we get more and more of these affinities. So we've got one nature affinity. This is Energizers of Life. This is the Order affinities. This is sort of more like religion. So it brings structure to the cosmos and their lives of the mortals, associated with light, faith, and justice. And then we've got the Chaos affinity through here as well. It's the cosmic power of change and destruction. So over the course of the game, we've been grabbing these through the choices that we make. And in this case, I think the Materium affinity through here is going to give me Purging Strikes and Seal of Stone. Inspiring Killer. I'll keep on going with Materium. Let's just go and select it. So it just opens up these different signature skills. Now I don't have to pick these. At the start of each turn, going 2 defense and 2 resistance until the start of the next turn. Now we are using, this is a Ritualist, Cedric the Weaver. This is the one that we just picked up before. Actually, I was going to reset this. See, it's already got the Raise Undead, and I don't want that. I'm going to go and reset this particular group. There, Purging Strikes. I think we'll go that way, but I don't want this one here. So we had just picked this one up. I'll just go and confirm it. So this is the one that we just picked up, literally, this same turn. So he's actually come in, but he's got things that in here that I don't want. Now I get for free. I get 1 reset with any of them, and then after that it starts to cost me Imperium. So Imperium is back over through here. Actually, I should show you this just to try to sort of like these affinities tie in with the Imperium as well. So if we actually I'll just close that one. So if we go to the Imperium, so each of the 6 affinities are around here. So you've got then like this Materium, Chaos, Shadow, which we haven't got any of, Astral, the Order affinity, and then the Nature affinity. And if I zoom in, you'll see there we've got 6 up through there. So we're moving through the Materium affinity fairly well. This little snaking line through here is just the points that we end up getting. As I have Imperium, I can then spend the Imperium on special abilities. So we've got a lot of these abilities down through here. Some of these we won't be able to afford, like that's 175 Imperium, 200 Imperium in through there, for example. So I can't actually pick those just yet. We also have like a general slot down through here as well, which if you add all of those up, this is then goes down, we've got plus 10 at the moment. And so we've picked up the basic seafaring. This is essentially your the way that you sort of then go through your tech tree, essentially. Excavation, we started off with that one through there. This one here is road building, which I haven't done yet, but I probably will. We also then have advanced sensing, so units and cities gain +2 vision range. So we can sort of then see armies when they're on the move, which I will get at some point. I've got 156, that one's 150, so I could get that one if I wanted to. You can see that we've got a whole lot of them coming back further down. Extra siege projects, this one here will be fast movement, which I think I would like to get, 175, and then we've got teleporters back in through there as well. So with these +1s, we hardly moved it all down through these because they've only got +1 of those. We're slowly moving up through the chaos area, but Materium is where we really do have like a big advantage at the moment. So that's sort of how that one all works. So that's the that is the Imperium and how we then get to spend the Imperium. Also we have various tomes back and through this other side as well. These, and I'll get to that when we start to do research. But these also tie in. These are how we get the various numbers. So it sounds a bit confusing, but that's sort of where we are with it. Like if I go back to research, so actually, do I have? I'll just close that for a second. Are we doing research? Yeah, we've got the clay forge. So we just picked up our research in through here. So special province improvement. This one here is going to give us extra production and draft per dungeon province, which I haven't actually sort of set up yet. That's the drafting of the clay arbalist, the clay charger, and the clay defender units. All right, select new research. And so with the research is done through tomes of research. So we end up getting different books. At this point in time, we've got like these are spells that have come from some of the books that we've actually then gotten for ourselves. If we show the tome library, these are the various tomes that we've sort of then been having a bit of a look at. So as we sort of go back through, one thing we've got is the Tome of Dungeon Depths, which is, this one does give us the Clay Forge, which we've just got. Raiders of the Deep, we can now see Dungeon Hazard back and through here as well. This is sort of, and the Silent Barracks is also part of this one through here. So again, we've got to try to get these dungeon provinces, so I'll just hide the tome library. These are new. Same physic, if cast on a dungeon province. That's a Dungeon Hazard. I won't worry about that one there. Silent Barracks. I might grab this one here. I can get the Lesser Magma Spirit as well, which is has got fire bolts. But I can get that in 3 turns, this one in 5. I'll go that way. But as we sort of step through and get, like, I think it's 4 different, for every 4 spells that we get or abilities that we get, we then can choose a new tome. The tomes then dictate what happens up through here with the different affinities. So it sort of ties in nicely. Like it sort of works in very, very well. So what did we get up to? Yes, we've got the T5 Cats saying the battles are loads of fun, even to watch. Yeah, they're different ways of playing them. I'll sort of show those aspects as well. This one here, we've come in with the Aspirant Knight. We want this one to come back down as well. So both of these. Oh, hang on. Now this is Cedric the Weaver. Let's just go back to Cedric and reset his skills, because he's not really what I want. Yeah, this is not what we want for him. So I'm going to adjust his appearance. I'll just go through the various aspects of it. So Duke Cedric Weaver. We are playing DasDemption again, so if anyone does want to claim anyone, these are sort of certainly back into here. So I can change the overall look of them. Actually, it's just the appearance. I'll just close that. That's not what I wanted. I should be able to set him up. It should have been in here. Just appearance. It's just his physical look. Oh, it's here. Yeah, reset skills. I'm going to reset. Now, the first reset is free with what we end up having through here. So you're about to reset all this heroes learned skills. Are you sure? Yes. Now what that's done is it's put him back to where I've got like 4 points available. Now I can still go and grab for signature skills for every 4 levels that he goes, like level 4, level 8. We get to unlock different things for free. So I'm just going to go and unlock this one as Materium. So we'll go and select that one. And I've now got the five other skills that I can then go and pick. Now he is going to be a support one, so I've got like different ritualists. I want him for healing, and so I don't want him for raising the undead. So I'm going to go across to here. Mortal Champion. He also then has defensive formation. While army leader, all non-hero units in the army get extra defense. We've got offensive formation. Yeah, we don't need that so much. XP. I won't worry about that because we've got a few of them now with XP. I don't mind just foraging training. So while army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain regeneration. So that's one of our points. So we'll just go and claim that one there. Definitely get restoration. So target friendly unit heals 10 temporary hit points and gains regeneration and has their negative status effects removed. So let's maybe focus on this one. We also then have Conjure Wild Growth, so it creates obscuring flora in a 1 hex radius. Yeah, so we've got different things we can do through here. Summoned by this hero have plus 10 hit points. We do actually have the Summon Spider, a random tier 2 spider. So if I did that one, that spider would end up having a little bit more. And then I can go Conjure Lesser Spirits. And then eventually get a Conjure Greater Spirit. This will be a tier 3 spirit unit on the target hex. And then eventually go down to Astral Bond, linked with the target-friendly magic origin. So, and then we've finally then got the Weaver, refresh all of your ability cooldowns once per year, and then we can head down this way. So the ultimate is this one down through here, the Battlefield Restoration. All friendly units in combat gain plus 2 restoration and hastened, which would be pretty cool. As we sort of come down through this one where they're more of a healer, we then end up with different abilities. So with this one here is support abilities now heal targets for 10 temporary hit points in addition to their regular effects, so it makes it even stronger. Support abilities now also apply regeneration. I'm not super keen on regeneration. Support units gain 1 bolster of resistance. So if I'm going to go this way, you then sort of see Swift Restoration. Restore now has reduced cooldown and leaves 1 action point if I go down this tree. Once I choose one of these 3, I then can't go back out. This one here, we ultimately end up Master of Healing. While army leader, all units heal 15 hit points per world map turn. That's actually fit pretty big. Then Restore can now target a friendly dead unit and revive it with 60. That's what I want. So if we end up with a powerful unit, we can then restore it. So I'm just going to go straight down that road, not rude. So I've still got 2 more points. Empowered Restoration. Heals an additional 20 temporary hit points. So he's now become a massive healer, and now he can restore and bring back the dead. Bang, done. That's what I wanted. So we've now reset him. I will confirm this one. So and so he is now basically the renown levels. Does renown levels change? No, that will be. He will ask us about these different levels that he's got, and we're not going to be wanting him to do that. But anyway, that sort of sets him up. So he is going to also now move south, so to be with the other army. I want to keep the armies together as much as I can. Now this guy here, I'm going to move him off separately because I may want to have him in with the guys when we start the attacks. So we'll move this one across. So Bulletin got that particular unit. Dragon Gate also grabbed a Aspirant Knight. Let's get these on the water. And get this one as well. Alright, so this is a nicely fleshed out little group. Our mana income is still a big problem here. We do get the shrine next turn. The trouble is that a lot of my units end up chewing a lot of mana. Look, that's 18 upkeep just for the Litherite Needler, which is probably too much. The Defender is also 10, which is a lot. Yeah, I need to get a lot more. Let's not get any more units in this case. So our capital can now go and grab another section. Where do we want to go? The Runecarver's camp there, which I think likes to have quarries. Yeah, so if I grab this one here, we're going to then end up getting more of the, like if I get the quarry, we also then get more binding essence for being able to build different things. But having said that, let's just have a look at the Runecarver's camp. So, provides draft 3 mana per adjacent quarry. So we end up getting more mana. I thought there was something there with the quarries that we can then go and get. So I can grab a quarry there. That will then be surrounded essentially by, if I just go back to here, quarry, quarry, quarry. We don't have one there, but I could even grab one just there as well. But if I go and grab that one there, we're going to ultimately end up with extra mana. It's not showing us in the build quarry there. That one as well, not sort of showing us. The growth is important here as well, but it was certainly sort of picking up the different quarries from around this Runecarver's camp. It's still, I think it's still the better use of what we have. Let's just go and yeah, it went from 12 to 15. Just helps a little bit. Okay, this one here we want to move across and grab this just so we can scout everywhere. Here we go. We met the vicious Chalkham. Guildmaster Beryl Stoneaxe of the Free City of Chalkham threatens you. So we'll just go, so be it. Now they're central, which means that somebody else will have... see how this one here, this is what I meant before about the red. So this is an aggressive one, but it's still a it's an NPC army of Chalkham. This one through here, and so Chalkham is a city. We can actually have a look to see. It's a vassal city of the unknown faction. So and we're at war with this one. So that's why it's showing red. So and it's showing that it's not showing the skull. It's showing the actual like the tower. And the tower just means it's part of a particular group, but it is actually protecting this particular zone. So yeah, and then these are the white ones, which are just protecting different zones in through here as well. All right, that's all I really wanted to do was just go and choose. Like I want to sort of see what's going on around the place. Let's go and move down this way. So they're still guarding this one, so they shouldn't be moving off. So they'll just stay where they are, even though it's showing up as red. But they're not. It's not a red skull. All right. Now we got to there. Let's just go and have a look up top and just see where we are. Is there anything else? This is central. This is the center of the map. There's one. Okay, we'll come back up. Now we come across it. All right, so greetings, Giant Queen Fajala. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. Looks like we've got dark elves here. So we've got the race is the star-sailing Fae. So this is a Fae group. So they've got arcane focus, keen-sighted, and sharp eyes. So these are definitely like the powerful evokers, devious watchers. So we're looking at a magical, sort of like a dark elf type group in through this other side. But they're using Fae, not elves as such. So yeah, these are sort of like a magical group. It hasn't been too bad with meeting them just yet, but we've now got everyone fleshed out. Now, if we have a look at them, if I go and click on them, we can just open up the diplomacy. Yeah, so they're at war with Flamek, and so they've actually been killing off this one here that's been in the void. So they're at war with him. Yeah, so she's a wizard queen, actually, with what's going on through there. Throne City not discovered, but that's okay. Personality pure sage, yeah, so that's okay. We'll just we'll say goodbye. So so they're sort of like they're on the overworld. So we've just come into a part of their territory. This is Pentacle, which is one of their cities. So I think what I'll do is I was going to go and grab that, but that's inside their territory, so I can't really do that. We'll just keep on staying underground and see what else we can spot. We do actually have this one. We could grab another quest from here to sort of keep on pushing things across. So we're trying to get this one as friendly as possible, and this one here is special because it's stone packed. The crystal dwelling opens its borders, unlocks purchase the following trade items. So we've got like the litherite needle that we got, but in essence, it's just too much mana. The needler is not something we really need, and we do actually have one or two of them in our faction. Do we have them in here? None there. Yeah, no, that's okay. Just leave that one where that is. I think I've got some in this group. Yeah, I've got one of them there. A tier 2 range unit with crystal shots. All right. Well, I'm not going to go inside their territory just yet. I'm going to. I can see how I've got extra movement with her. I can move her to there, but it relies on them being. I think I'm going to have to move into their territory. What I'd like to do is try to kill this thing off. I can get to there, which will allow me to get into the attack. 2, 3, yeah. I'm going to have to do this. So we're now inside, and this actually pisses them off, like when you actually are inside, but I'm going to need to do this to be able to get to there. So I can't actually attack there in one turn, but if I get to there, I can then move her in for the actual attack. So we'll just stay where we are there. So the Astral Rift. Okay, we'll end our turn there. Okay, day 48. Alright, that's gone. Good. Let the arrows fly. Oh, I meant to grab that one. Anyway, that's okay. Okay, so this is that city that we saw there before. The Eternal Sages contact you from within their crystalline library, and so we can now start to ask them for more quests. Share insights. Lose knowledge per turn for 6 turns. I don't want to do that either. Pay them mana. You don't need to do that either. I don't think. I'm going to ask for a quest. Alright, so what do you need to forge this time? So they keep on getting us to forge things. So they want us to produce a hero item, forge the blueprint item for the Earth Rumbler. So when you forge the Earth Rumbler for the Crystal Dwelling so that they may study it, you'll receive a bespoke blueprint. So I will forge the Earth Rumbler for you. So we have a certain amount of time now to do this particular forging. With the giants, they sort of start off with the ability to be able to forge things. We've got 74 binding essence at the moment. Income per turn, we do need to get more. We sort of need to start to move it into that sort of area with everything. Let's just see if we can what that's going to take to go and forge it. So Bulletin is our capital. Forge new item. You've got binding fragments there. So we've got 5 of these per turn coming through. The binding essence we have to then take from other items. If we look at the blueprints, the Earth Rumbler is a tier 2 trinket. Rune of Command and a Demolisher is what it sort of has. Like it's a horn that pulls down. So it can attack fortified obstacles, whoever's actually wielding this particular Earth Rumbler. But what we need is 165 of these. We've got 74, so I need 100 more of those. So if I go back to the arsenal of what we actually end up having, Some of these I just don't need. Like if I go and get rid of the Vicious Band, let's just get rid of the tier 1 items. We'll disenchant that one. That takes me up to 142. Go back to my blueprints. No, 165 is what I require. So I'll go to the Vicious Band as well and disenchant that as well. And it gives me the Binding Essence. So now we have 210. If I go back to the blueprints, I can now grab the Earth Rumbler and start to build this one. I can build my own as well. But in this case, I'm just going to go and grab that one. And so this is actually what they want me to forge. So I'll forge that one. And so next turn we'll have it. And that will then be given straight to that city. I'm just going to close that one. So forging that one. Now we want to just check and see as we start to move in. There should be 2 groups in here. There we go, got 1 group there. This is worth 1,000 points. Ours is worth 900. Still going to quite get close enough. Oh, it's only the 1 group. Oh no, there's a second group there. This one here is only 259. But these are, like, again, knowing what we're up against is a tricky thing. So this is actually the full guard for the Astral Rift. So we'll have a bit of a look at this as we come back in. Now, if I see how around the units, there's like, when I do this high-risk battle through here, it's showing that there's like a red line around where we're actually going into it, like that red line. Anything that's in the highest 3 stacks that I have inside that red line will participate in the battle. And this is why I needed to go and get in really close to this, because that red line around there is what we're going for. So this one here can just squeak inside that red line. Again, if I go in and hover over that one, you can sort of see there that the red line goes through here and then back out to here and then back into here. So as long as these 2 stacks end up there, this one's got 800 points, and then this one here has got, and I really should try to mix and match these a little bit. This one here also ends up inside the red line. Now we've got an Entwined Protector there. So she is coming in. She is a Death Knight. We've also got an Aspirant Knight there, Pyromancer. Needler there. And a Defender. I would like to split them up a little bit. These are just tier 1s with the support there. The Entwined Protector. What I might do is I might use the Entwined Protector from there with this stack. That leaves me with... If I bring them across, so that's as far back as they can get. Oh, hang on, no. If I move that one in, yes, no, it's not going to work all that well. I'll bring them in as a full stack. I sort of really got to do it. So all 6. So they're now inside the range of the attack, and then this one as well. Bring that one inside the range of the attack. So the reason I had to move this one into that spot there was because I've still got 1 more movement, and I have to have the whole stack come in. So I move in next to the actual target. And so I'm now out of movement, but when we have a look at the actual unit that's here, the Fragala can still actually can still move. And if she's inside her stack, it'll then be, the attack will still be from that stack. And so in this case, we now have it's a low risk battle, but still going to be difficult. So let's go and do the different things. I'll just do a control save here, and you can see there all of the different things that are going to be part of this battle. Like this one is, and this one. So we've got all 3 stacks. And so if I go in and, oops, hang on, actually just see if there's anything else we need to do. Evil Presence, we'll get rid of that. Bounty has been posted, so so somebody has actually now put up a bounty to capture this particular city. I'm not going to worry about it. Flemic, I didn't read it again. Did Flemic end up in the void again? No, I didn't see what was there. There was something about the void. I always miss them because I always click on them, and I don't. Okay, we've got the caltrops stash at Bulletin, so we're building more stuff in through here. We're trying to get our protection up at our capital city. Oh, this is now boosted for the Citadel. We'll go that way. So it'll allow us to get in the Liege Guard and any tier 3 type unit. So we'll grab that one. Then we've got produced a shrine. That's going to help with our mana. And we'll go back and get a mana obelisk. Now, we've got 20 there, so this is the fortification health, which is not a hell of a lot. We'll get the mana obelisk. Get more mana. And this one also produced some walls in through here. And in this case, we're getting the tier 2 castle here. So we're just starting at this point with this particular one. Now this is dangerous because it goes straight to the above ground at this location. All right, so that sort of clears out these. Then we've got these 3 stacks now coming back in. So let's just go and do this particular attack. So if we take it for Jala, she's still got one more move that she can move in around these different locations, which means that she can do the attack. Because she's attacking from her stack, she will actually... I'll do a bit of a deep dive into this particular attack and how things actually then work with the game. Actually, I'll just have a read of the comments before I go into it. Yep, so Tinra is saying, how viable is a pure underground Dwarven kingdom? Yeah, no, we're leading the game, and that's what we're doing. We're just playing fully underground, basically. We've hardly been above ground at all, and it's working well for us. So Valen is saying, hello, Dowie. That's some good gold income you have, making the mountain home proud. I see you're using Perfectionist Artisans. What's your thoughts on it? I have a love and hate with it. I kind of like playing tall, and I hate they removed the limitation of the city of one city only with it. It felt more unique playstyle with it. They should have buffed it to compensate for the negatives instead of lazily removing it. I don't mind it. The Perfection Artisans are what we are using for our cities. Cost a lot more production to go and build anything that we build, but we're compensating with that one through just having lots and lots of quarries, which then impact our happiness, but then we're doing other things as well to then make that sort of work out. So overall, it's worked out very, very well for us in this case. I got a feeling saying the purple banner should be the master's look, like that giant with the dragon skull on its head. Should be their master's look. Not sure what you mean, sorry. And Sean enjoys bacon, saying thanks for all the content, Daz. Oh, not a problem at all. I enjoy it. Back over on YouTube, we've got Arjun is in saying, Mike, take your time, mate. Just get comfortable with the game, and when you're ready, buy the next. Yeah, pretty much. I think the base game is already packed with it, brim with content, let alone adding the first season to it. I agree 100% there. I got the expansions as they were released, so a slow and steady introduction. I can only imagine how overwhelming it can be. I often find that with games, it's good to play things in their raw state before you start adding things to it, just to get a feel for how to play the game. So it may even be worth, if you have got the expansion pass and and you've got like 4 of the DLCs, it might be even worth turning them off in Steam, just playing a game or 2 with them turned off completely. So you're looking at purely the base game, and then turn them on. So even if you've got them, I think I love the DLCs. I think they really add a lot to the game. But it's one of those things where there's so many different game mechanics that they add in as well. Like it really does add a lot to the game. Anyway, let's go in. So we're going to grab her. She's the only one that can actually do this attack at this point in time. Now it's a low risk battle because we've got so many different armies coming in. This will still be a difficult battle. Before we even go into it, I can actually have a look to see what we're actually dealing with. So we've got a Lost Wizard here. This is a mythic unit. It's a tier 5 unit. That's sort of as powerful as anything we've come across in the game. It's got Cosmic Bolts. It's got a Phase ability, and it's got a Forbidden Tome. I can right click on that one to bring it in. So this is actually like a sort of like an Eldritch wizard. Sort of like a in the game. When you've got the Eldritch DLC, which is what this one has come from. The Eldritch DLC has got these sort of like these haunted wizards that have been sort of captured inside the Eldritch realm, and they become sort of like this one. You can sort of see there, like they become things of nightmare, and they start off with like on the actual surface itself. But then they become sort of super corrupted as they end up inside the Eldritch realm. And this is a wizard that ended up out, a lost wizard. And so if we have a look at the Forbidden Tome, that's going to units gain a forbidden spell, which can then be used as a single action until the end of combat. So there's going to be some sort of spell that he's going to get, which we don't know what that will be. Demolisher, Fearless, Pass Through. So he can do a lot of different things in through here. 180 hit points. This will be hard. Great defense, great protection. It's got spirit weakness, but I think we do have one unit that can actually do spirit damage to him. But overall, his resistances are very, very high. So if we have a look at all the different resistances, you can see there that spirit is the only one that he really does have a weakness to. So all of the like blight, shock, fire, and frost are all at 52%. So getting rid of him is going to be hard, him or her. Then we've got these guys, which are the siphoners, and so these are got astral pull. So it pulls a target into a hex adjacent to this one. So what these do is they actually, with a ranged attack at range 4, they target a unit and then drag it in, and that's going to be a problem for us if they start to drag in our mages and so on and so forth. So that's a different way of fighting. This is tier 3 again as well. Then we actually have, and they've got a melee single strike, so they just strike once. But if they do have the astral pull, I don't know if the astral pull does anything else. It's got an astral membrane. Yeah, so melee attackers have a base 30% chance of becoming stunned for one turn. This is pretty big. So we need to kill these off with ranged attacks if we can possibly do it. So that's going to be fairly important. But the astral torrent through here, when this unit dies, friendly units within a 2x radius heal, and it can also pass through obstacles. Like most of these will have pass through. This unit through here is just a basic fighter unit. So it's got astral pursuit, so teleports unit to target hex, deals damage to it. It's got the astral refuge. We had this one last time where they become stunned as soon as they take any damage at all. They essentially stun themselves. So these will be on the battlefield like they'll be the last thing we end up having to deal with. So we've got those. That's one thing we have, and then we've got this group as well coming into the fight. So if we have a look and see, these guys here are like small tier 1 battle mages, and so they've got cosmic bolts. They've got a defense mode. They also have astral membrane. So there's again melee attackers have a 30% chance of becoming stunned for one turn. So really, for a lot of the units we're going up against, the melee attacks aren't going to be all that helpful. But having said that, the shock attacks that we may be able to bring in may be able to do damage against the other type of unit. Let's just get into the fight and just see what we have to do and go and do. So I'm going to do a quick save. Not that I have to, but I'm just going to go and move in. So I'll now do a right click. We can then see all the different units that we have coming in. We can see all of the units that they've got defending. Now there's also a combat enchantment here. So a disruption pulse. Every 3 turns, all positive status effects are dispelled from all units. For each status effect dispelled, the unit gains sundered resistance. And so I don't know if that's for everyone or just for them. Anyway, so if they've got burning, actually all positive status effects are dispelled, and then they gain extra resistance. So anyway, that's going to be interesting to sort of see how that one goes. But we have to clear this out because we don't want them spawning. It just gets stronger and stronger and stronger during the game. So we have to now really use our armies here right now to go and clear this one out. So there are different ways I can play this. I can do auto combat and see what actually happens. I can then and what it does do, it doesn't just abstract the results, it actually plays out the battle, and you can then watch and see what the AI does, and that can be very, very cool to sort of get a feel for what the AI is doing. Or we can do manual combat. Let's do an auto combat to sort of see what the results are. Generally, I find I can do a little bit better than the AI, but not much, just a little bit. So we possibly will end up losing some of these units, but if we just go in auto combat, this is a good way to learn. So I will actually allow the AI to cast spells in auto combat in this case. So I've turned that one back on. We should still win it, but at what cost? So that one we got through unscathed. Now, I'd probably end up taking that one. But we can watch the replay and see what actually happened. I might as well keep it because that one was fine. But if we watch the replay, I wish I could pause the replays to explain how things are going. We had very high numbers there. And if I press space, I can't actually pause. All I can do is leave, close. And so our units are going through. Now we're buffing different things up with our units. Everything defensive modes. And our units are now just setting themselves up ready for the attack. They will then come through, and we'll start to sort of see how they then operate. So these are the ones that draw them in. And so they're spreading out. And go and open up to see what actually happens with these. It's the combat overview. So we can sort of see the damage as it's being done. And so our needlers and things are sort of then attacking different units. It's a shock unit that's now come back through. It didn't stun it. It's now burning. And you sort of play them out in high speed. So we're doing a little bit of damage to it. It'll be the next phase. It's going to be the important one though. Killing off different units actually is important as well. Now this one is being protected by this unit at the back. Now again, it didn't get shocked. So there goes the shield units just to sort of protect this area. So they're protecting themselves. Got Astral Rift is the spell that he's used, and he's drawn in another group in behind us to go after our ranged units. So we now have to deal with this one. This one is now going to also shock in behind to get our ranged units. So the ranged units become the targets. Going after the shock units that we have, the knights. So trying to weaken. Now they're getting sundered resistance, which essentially means that that they've weakened our resistance to magic. These guys have come back through. We're now facing the wrong way. We resisted being stunned. Casting fire spells in against these. They're the little wisps that were there before. Again, more spells, so we're burning them up. More damage. You can see how strong these things actually are. We're going to have to deal with these as well. So I'd be dealing more with this one's in behind us because of the damage that they could cause. So that's what I'd be focusing on, but they're going after the wisps, trying to get rid of them. So that's another one down. This one's healed up and it's now got sprint. Yeah, so now it's coming back down. That then has destroyed that in one go. This is where the shock units are good against these, which can then stun themselves once they start to take damage. This one here is a bit of a problem. Just keep on sort of moving it across. No, it's going this way. Going after another wisp. Here comes the needler. Now we've resisted again the astral membrane. And this one here, which is taking the damage from this hero unit, is still just attacking back the other way. They haven't had much luck. There we go. They just got stunned there with that astral membrane. Resisted it there again as well. Now this one's getting ready to run, so they're now losing heart. So they're going to start to run from the battlefield. This one's still actually in the battle. That was every turn we end up getting that one, and then gets taken away. Let's cast another big spell, a disease spell. There's not very many of them left. They're getting ready to run. So we've got a flanking attack there. So we're casting more spells, we're burning them up. We've protected that one. Going to go after the actual, using we've got a ring of, or a wand of fire breathing. Now we've been stunned at the back. Killed that one off, so the stunning won't really matter that much. Hit this one, it's getting ready to run. Smack that one. Get the flanking attack. Can't quite get the... Oh yeah, we did get the kill there. Healing again. Nope, it's going to use the magic attack there. This one's getting ready to run as well. But it's sort of not touching anything anymore, so we've pretty much got easy shots at this one. So all of these guys have come back in to smack it. There we go, that one's down. So we're just now left with just the Eldritch Wizard. Missed. I won't replay it, but you can see there, you can get a feel for what the AI does. I wish you could pause it. Actually, pausing would be awesome in this. It's trying to run. So that's its morale when it sort of flashes like this. It's burning up. Yeah, Fajala has now killed it off with a massive attack. So yeah, so you can see there we definitely needed to go in with a big group. So if I don't like the results, I can then retry it and then do it manually. But look, I won't do it in this case. I'll find a smaller battle and I'll step through what to do and what to look for in the battles. But facing is important. Let's just go and close that one off. I didn't think we'd do that well, to be honest. If I'm being perfectly honest. Now here we go. We picked up a lot of stuff into here. We've got a lot of knowledge, gold, production, and also mana. So we'll take the reward, of course. We can disenchant items and get a heap of different stuff from that if we wanted to. We can do that anyway at any point in time. We've got padded shoes. So these are tier 3 leggings. We've got the frosty construct in through here. This is a yeah, for the mage or for the ritualist, which is what we do actually have. So this is a single magical attack. It's a construct slayer. This is good against golems and things like that. So yeah, interesting. The piercing bow, which we don't have anyone that can really use that one. Actually, I think we've got one unit that can do that. Anyway, let's just take the reward. And that was good. So we've now cleared out this particular area. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do here is I would like to get another city. Because this location here is very, very good. It's great, actually. Yeah, with these two cities here, that sort of works out fairly well. Yeah, I like this an awful lot, to be honest. Yeah, we've pretty much got the whole eastern edge of the underground. Let's have a quick look and see what we need to do to get another city. Yeah, expanded governance, repeatable general right, increase the city cap by +1. Now, I don't need to do it just yet. And what I do, because I've only got 208, and so that one's going to cost me another 200. Let's close that one off for a second. Yeah, so while we've got everyone here, now she can't move anymore. She's only got 4 more movement left. Just grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Oh, okay, so Freddock's saying the Lost Wizard enemies were in the base game. The playable versions came with Eldritch Realms. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to... I just forgot what I just was talking about. I know that we wanted to grab a city, but the first thing we need to do is to establish where the city is going to end up being. Now, we have the ability to open up these areas, which I will do. So the city itself... Ultimately, we've got like some really good locations even back in here. Got mana there. So even back into this area, if I want to see where the actual provinces are going to be, or the regions. So we've got the Gorgon's Lair is in one region. That's in a region. Got two in there. Two in there. One there. Now this is solid rock there. But this is actually loose rock, so we're going to be able to open that one up. This one's got a couple of... It's got an iron and a gold deposit. If I go to there, which has got nothing in it, I'll ultimately then be able to build down this way. Or I start here. That gives me all of this. And then I expand out. That's closer to my capital and to my other cities, so I'll ultimately be able to then work with this. We've gold there. Gorgon's Lair will now clear out as well. Well, let's start here because we're actually inside this area. So if I go into here, build an outpost. So the first thing we're going to do is one turn to build the outpost. So an outpost can be built by a hero. So I'll go and build this one here. And while we're here as well, actually, no, I can't move anyone else. There's no one else that can move, I don't think. Oh, this one can. So I'm going to move her off to do a bit of prospecting. So we'll do that prospecting in there. Alright, so, and then we'll come back for the Gorgon's Lair. I'll do this one as the actual, to go through the battle system, because it'll only be 6 versus 6. In that one, just get rid of that. So this is Cedric coming back down as well. Move that one across as well. Now these guys here, I want to get them on the water. And we'll start to clear out some of these water areas. Now that they're sort of now that they're on the water itself. This one really just having a bit of a look around to see what we can spot. Okay, so we can sort of move across the lava. Keep on sort of scouting out these other areas. I don't want to go too far with this, but because this is sort of way outside of our areas. We'll end our turn here. Hi, Purple Parrot. Oh, I missed that last one there. So we forged the Earth Rumbler. So we now actually get this one here. So give the Earth Rumbler to the Eternal Sages. And so what this does is it gives them 14 allegiance to us. And yeah, so Veneria has lost their throne city. Wow, okay. So if they hunt her down, she's out of the game. So, and we know that she's at war with Flemmic Fireheart, this giant. So even though Flemmic was put into the void, like this in this session, it looks like they're still able to actually continue pushing and fighting. Now we know that Flemmic is in the south of the map. If we go back out to this view here, we can sort of see the various cities of what's going on. Now we've been fighting Flemmic in here. So this has been a bit of a problem with what Flemmic's been doing. Flemmic we're at war with as well. We're also at war with Kaer Gildencrest, and I don't know where Kaer actually is. There's an outpost there, which is this one through here, which we don't have to worry about. But we don't know where Venya is. Let's go to the surface. And there's a city there that she owns, and we're seeing colour down that way. I'm not sure who controls this. Possibly her as well. Anyway, Flemmic, it looks like she's now lost her capital. So if she gets hunted down, she's out of the game. And we're not seeing too much of the above ground here. That's that city that we were attacking. Now we've actually got these are all like Dragon Gate. There's an outpost there, Bulletin and Ernbor. Ernbor was actually one of Flemmick's cities that we took off him and then converted across to our dwarves, away from his dwarves. We've built the outpost in here, but we will build this into a city now. So we'll start to sort of do work in through that other side. You can see how much, like, because we're playing with the subterranean aspect of what we do, we end up finding double groups. Oh, there's even more mana. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. We've actually found a couple of manas straight back in here. So we need to clear all this stuff out. Yes, that's big. That is big. Yeah, so if she's defeated now, she will lose the game. Area excavated. So we found double manas. Like, this is the ability that we have to find extra stuff. Friendship with you who is declared. Okay, this is with the other. This is with this fire giant. So we're a rock giant, and they're these are essentially the ogres. Say goodbye. The Earth Rumbler. So that was done in the item forge. The outpost has been founded. So we now have an outpost in here. What we want to do is we want to build palisade walls in 2 turns. So we want to build this one up for protection initially before we make it into a city. But we are now getting, it's going to cost me 200 of the mana, sorry, of the Imperium to then make it into a city. But if I go with the walls, I'm going to then start already with walls. So I'm just going to do that. So we'll just keep on sort of building. I don't need to be in the city anymore. So the group that we have, this one's still trying to heal up. Let's move that one back. These ones also need to heal up. That one also needs to heal up. I'm just going to get inside my borders. The yellow little line that we see there is the healing. This one here is actually okay, so let's continue on down. Again, these are white skulls, which means they're not going to be moving around. And let's just keep on expanding this out. Just seeing what we can discover in here for this for the growth of this particular city. Now there's a group down there that has got nothing. Picked up a lot of knowledge. Bring that one back up. So we need to clear all this stuff out, but I'll just wait until everyone's sort of healed up. Bring that one across as well. We've got a defender. I'm going to need to get a few units in here. Yeah, actually our mana is now getting fairly low, like the actual income. Dragon Gate can grab another province. So if I claim this one, I end up getting this this ancient cave, we end up getting 7 Imperium, which is going to be worthwhile. So I'm going to grab that, get the Enchanted Den. I sort of also need to get from the Meridian Maze as well, get more of these as well. That would be fairly useful to us. It's a resource node there. Yeah, this is Spellbreaker. I'll just auto this battle. This won't be a big one. Here we go. Occupational hazards. You troop approach the band of mercenary guards. They raise the white flag. Okay, so serve me. So we lose 132 gold, which we can certainly do. We get a Spellbreaker unit. It looks like it's some sort of Naga type unit as well. Do that one. And we got the Blightbringer tier 1 sword, which we don't really need, but we'll take the reward. And so this is another unit now. The Battle Mage. Oh, does he have feats? Cosmic Bolts, Star Purge. This is Stocky Cannibals. So these are sort of like just randomly created groups that will be around the place. But he's now one of our groups, so we'll just go and close him off. So he'll be a good addition for us. And we've cleared out all of that. We just need to keep on just hunting around, really, just make sure that we end up making sure there's nothing else that we need to go and get. I shall move out one of these. Yeah, I'll keep. Actually, I might just keep this one. We've got that one there. Let's go and bring in the ranged unit to go in with this group. Bring him into there. So he's a tier 3, like a different sort of mage, so we'll end up with this one being fairly sort of strong. And again, we'll just clear this one out. And again, very easy. I'm just going to auto combat this one. Alright, we'll close that one off. And that robe. Okay, we'll take the reward. So picking up lots and lots of equipment which we can then disenchant, which is useful. Let's have a look and see what's up top. Just go and press page down. So we can certainly come up into the water here and then start to clear out all these things. For each one of these that he clears out, it's extra renown for him. Like if we go back down and have a look at his, I'm pretty sure it's him that gets the ability here. Yeah, so 55. We've got 3 more to clear out of these resource nodes. So minor ambition, clear a resource node. So he gets 25 renown for that one. We've almost got up to this full level here. So when we get to the tier 3, 4, and 5 units, they get recruited at an extra rank, which is good. We do actually have stuff in there. No, there's nothing else there. We can get these, but these aren't going to really help because he's not a mage. Having said that, we do actually have another mage unit. So for Jala, can't really do much with her. Cedric. Padded shoes. Prefer someone else to have those. I'll go that way. Grab that one. This one here is a tier 2 as well. Actually, the Summon Spider, I haven't used that yet. So I'll keep that one where that is. There's nothing else there. So Rowilla she's fairly well decked out. There's nothing else that she can really add into that one. This one as well. Swift and fast movement, that's actually good for him. Is that worth it? This pass through is useful for her. I'll keep that where that is. He might as well just have this extra padded shoes. These are fairly good though. Yeah, that's okay. I'll leave that one there. We'll just confirm those. So we'll close those off. So this underground lake is now clear. Just going to go and grab another province. Now I can go up above, and I'm going to do that. Just get the forester here. Just start that way. At least we're going to see if anything that is coming from the above ground. It just gives us a bit of an early warning system. So in this case, we're just slightly up, and we don't need to do any more than that. But that will be at least just give us an early warning system that there's something on the way. Again, we've just got these coming through, so that'll be like another stack. There'll be 3 stacks now with heroes down through here, which will be useful. Leave that one there. Actually, I can't reach that. In the lava there, we need to get like a special ability to be able to go and have a look at that one. We can have a look at the water. We might just get onto the water and have a bit of a look around. I love this, like where they've actually got steam rising where the lava meets the ocean. That's pretty cool. Glad they've done a good job of this game. Ian Lion is saying apologies. What turn is it? There's a chat button on top of it. Oh, hang on. Down there, 49. Chat button. Sorry about that. Can't make it out. Yeah, so it's turn 49 at the moment. Alright, so we just want these to heal up, so I'm just going to leave them where they are. Heal up as well. And again, this is just a scout. I'm not going to open these up because it's going to be of only of benefit to the enemy. Day 50, here we go. Spell's ready to cast. So we can bring in fiery arrows. Now I thought we'd already done that, to be honest. Maybe we haven't. Purging arrows, yeah, so we can still get the fiery arrows on them. We're certainly going to be chomping through the mana with all of these things that we're doing to sort of enhance our forces. Vendor with the gold. We don't need the gold. We need the tavern. It's going to be 8 turns. Right, so we picked up another couple of little locations in through there. I'll just keep on sort of moving through with this. There's lots of stuff out in the lava. I've forgotten, like this has now changed with the way that you can sort of then operate with the lava. Okay, there's another way up. I won't go too far. Oh, this one needs to heal up. One's pretty good. Just keep them together for now. Now we need to also start to clear out all this stuff. So let's go and do the Gorgon's Lair in through this other side. Now, just checking to see that we've got a fairly balanced force. One thing we don't actually have, we've got too many archers and not enough mages. This one here is good because it does have healing sap. So let's go and set this one up so he can be part of the group. That one there has got all of our mages in it, unfortunately, and I've just moved them all away. So, yeah, I've just got basic units there. Well, let's go in with her, that one. That one. I don't need that one anymore. Yeah, I won't take him in. That gives me... I think I'll still just do that. Gives me a very strong group of being able to sort of go into the various areas. Let's just go and add these. We'll figure out the best way to actually then get that next stack. So if we go into the Gorgon's Lair, so this will be these lairs. You can only take one stack in, so you need to sort of go in with a pretty well balanced stack, and we can sort of then see different things that will then happen. So so if this one counts as a quarry. So we get +2 mana per quarry in the city domain as well. So the more quarries that we have, once we actually do end up building this into a city, the better. And adds again the storm sails. I wish that there was different ones that they would add in. It's sort of a bit boring what they do with those. But anyway, let's go. Only can be ended by one army led by a hero. So we'll explore. This is only a bronze level, so it's going to be easy. Pit of Vipers. As soon as you enter the Gorgon's Lair, you notice it's infested with snakes. Okay, so I'm not afraid of any goddess. You can offer the people of Umbur to feed thy protectors. So if we don't do this, what do we end up getting? Clear the Gorgon's Lair without a fight. No, let's do the fight. So we'll just go and go and take this one. You can see it's going to be fairly easy, fairly basic. And I'm sort of choosing things in through here. So we've got caustic worms. Actually, maybe this one's not all that. I think I'll just auto combat this one. It's too easy. Wait until we get something a bit more difficult. All right. So we took a bit of damage there, but that's actually okay. We'll just go and close that one off. Okay. So we won this particular battle. Picked up a bit of mana. And a Steel Shaper of the Horned Miners. The support unit. I don't think I'll worry about it. The time passed. Let's get the knowledge. That then gets us the Silent Barracks. Okay, now we need to pick a new tome. So the tomes are how we then improve our our affinities. And so it will then try to present us with different things. Now, if you're wanting to see the full, you can always go back a level and get like tier 1s if you sort of need them for something, which can be useful to go and do that one. But in this case, all the tier 3s are locked off to us. So now it's just a matter of trying to sort of pick what we want. If it's hide the tome library, I'll just go through the ones that it's now selecting for us. Summoning, Mayhem, Revelry. This is Winds. This will give us Seeker Arrows. That's actually very good to get the extra range. And the Zephyr Archer as well. Now, we will be getting more mana, so we will be able to afford this. I think this is a good mix. It's also more Materium, so we're going to be sort of getting another 2 Materium affinity with that one through there. That's actually not bad. Thanks for the subscription there, Kelrash. Very, very much appreciated. Tome of Shades. Got the Shadow Blades. This one is a mixture between Shadow and Materium. Artificing. This one gives us the artisan armaments. So we end up with extra critical hit chances. That's actually fairly useful as well. Tome of the Construct, we can then sort of go and get the golems, start the golems. But we don't really need that one. Tome of Glades, yeah, no, I don't need that one. At the moment I'm liking the other one that we just saw there before. The Beacon, Souls, Doom Herald, Scrying. So I'm not going to go either, I'm not going to go Frostling or anything like that. So the Tome of Revelry, Blood Fury. I think I'll go with the Tome of Winds. So we'll go this way here. Get the Zephyr Archer, which is incredibly strong. Yeah, so let's go and select this. And getting the Seeker arrows as well is going to sort of work out well with our dwarves.
High above the petty machinations of mortals lies the domain of the sky. Here, the winds blow wild and free, unfettered by the land below, uncaring, powerful. Those who manage
These
to
are all
bend
great.
these winds to their will harness a truly powerful and liberating.
I'll go that way. Now again, we're going to be going backwards in mana, but we'll eventually sort of be able to pick up the extra pieces. The outpost is almost got the palisade walls. I'll get the stone walls as well, just so we can sort of get that all established before we build the city.
Yeah.
So the Gorgon's Lair took a bit of damage there with this unit. Let's just move him back and move another unit back in.
Yeah.
Again, we'll just auto battle these. Staff of Decay, don't really need it, but I'll just take the rewards. Can't go any further there. So we'll just start to clear out all of this stuff. This is way too heavy in support units. So even though I've got like a big number, yeah, look, I'll just take it. But I've only got one melee unit in the whole group. Still quick save because this one may be a bad idea. Oh no, that was okay. Managed to kill them all with range. Picked up a bit more mana. Move them back, and we now sort of just keep on coming back through and cleaning out all of these different areas for when we construct this city. Alright, so back up through here. These guys need to go back up top. And clear out some of these. And again, he's looking for abilities that... I'll just leave that one where he is for a second. Super easy. So when we have a look at now, he's gone up another level as well, and the renown. Oh, hang on, that wasn't. Was that a? Don't know what that was that we just cleared. Oh, we'll close that one. Hardy Shoes of Velocity, so +5 hit points, 40 movement on the world map, but that's only for the unit. We'll take the reward. Now that's going to mean that he is now going to be only 30 until he levels up, which would be good. And he does actually have one more of these. So we've been heading out, heading down this way. We've got the, if this hero is not engaged in melee, when it starts turn, its next charge attack will do 20% extra damage, or we've got second wind, 1 hex of movement per... for 1 turn, slippery for 1 turn, heal. Yeah, this is actually pretty good as well. I'll go that way. And this warriors type stuff. Confirm that one. So we just want to keep on clearing out everything that's around here. Just keep them coming with him. Get onto the water. And just keep on sort of scouting. Might move on to the water here as well. So just start sort of scouting our way through the map, see what else is down this way. Now she should be struggling here. Yeah, she's gone down to the 4 out of 5. Now she's gone to 5 out of 5. Happened just in that turn. So something else happened to her. Spell ready, fiery arrows. So we'll go and enchant these. These will then actually, at the moment, the mana is actually not too bad. So we're now going to -1 with all of all the upkeep because we've got a lot of archers. Put the mana obelisk there. The bathhouse will help again with just keeping the happiness. Is anything boosted? The market is. It requires a conduit in the city somewhere. We get extra production income. I might just grab that one. It's only 4 turns away from that one. Palisade walls. I can now go and... Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can't actually get the stone walls at this stage. So we're now going to make this into a city, but it's going to be 200 for that one. We've got 382 there. If we have a look at the... it's going to take 1 turn to get this one. Then we're going to be 4 of 3 cities. So it's then going to impact our income. So we then need to make sure that we've got enough to get the extra. Actually, we've just got this one here with the advanced logistics. This is a good one, but I don't want to. I need this one here. So this is 200. We've got another 200. So I'm basically going to have to. I can grab that one next turn when it kicks in. So let's just go and found a city in through here. So your city cap will be increased through empire development, yeah, which is what we're trying to do. Yeah, so in this case, exceeding your city income results in a minus 25% city income to all your cities for each city above city cap. So again, we can still do it, but it's going to impact our income for 1 turn. And then this will be the maximum that we end up having for the game. God, I like this, the mode that we have. Which one is it? This Subterranean Society. I really like this. Getting the extra, see the excavation down the 3rd dot point. A province has a chance of uncovering an additional resource node. Now we're getting doubles everywhere. Like, these are all double ups, which is fantastic. Awesome stuff. As we sort of clear out this terrain. Falcon's redeemed a custom reward. Mage, if there is one. Yes, there is. Here he is. A sort of mage. A proto-mage. Duke Falcon's Weaver. Accept the changes. There we go. Yep, so the healer unit that we've got. So he's the only mage that we've actually got. Everyone else is more melee. We'll close that one off. He's got his Death Blast and Spider Spider Summoning. So that is Falcon's Weaver. There we are. Right. Okay, we'll continue on. So we've got the to their orders. They're actually pretty much good to go, so we can just keep on sort of using these to... Now, I am concerned about... This one here has to heal up.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that one to go in with his stack. split them up now. Bring them in just to get the healing. But these can just keep on sort of rattling on through. It's just unfortunate we've only got the one melee, which sort of does weaken things a bit. But these are easy fights at this stage. Oh, that one does come in. Good. Auto combat. Yep, that's fine. Close that one off. And we've still got this one as well that we can do. This one's got 5 units, but we'll still just do it. Oh, we lost the knight. So now we're going to play out the battle because I don't want to be losing units. So we'll just come through. Now, the reason for that is because these are the ones that stun you, with the astral membrane, which actually means that our actual archers are the best choice that we've got through here, to be honest. So we'll just go and retry this. So we now just, if we don't like the result, we just do a manual attack. So I'll talk through all the, like this isn't a massive fight, so we can sort of just go through how things actually work. Now, importantly, it's important to know what you're up against. So in this case, we've got these wisps that have come back through. Now, these are difficult. They're sort of simple in one sense, but difficult in another sense. So if we have a look at what they have, they've only got 75. These are battle mage units, and so the overall type of unit that it is dictates a lot as to what's going to happen with the actual fight. In this case, these are battle mage units. They're already elite, and so they're getting extra hit points, extra defense, etc., etc. And as we sort of come through, they've got these cosmic bolts, which will do like multiple damage. For every action point they have, they can fire one of these off and ultimately do up to 12 damage by the looks of things. If we have weaknesses with any of the it's got shock damage, fire damage, and frost damage. And if we have a look at, for example, with what they have, they've got their spirit damage is the only one that's really a negative. But in this case, it's magical attacks. For us, if we had, you can actually have weaknesses where it can actually then go back the other way and make it so you end up taking even more damage. Like undead units will often be very, very susceptible to spirit damage. So in this case, they've got those in through there. The astral membrane and the pass-through mean that they can just move anywhere that they like, and the astral membrane means that any melee attackers have a 30% chance of becoming stunned for one turn. Now, what happened, I would assume, with what the AI did, was to rush in with that knight unit because it moves faster than anything else. So we want to sort of stay back a little bit when we fight and look and see what they can then go and do. So, for example, at the moment, when I hover over that one, see how there's 3 dots underneath it? If I give it the chance to fire at me inside that dotted line, it's going to get 3 shots at it. If it moves to there, it's only got 2 action points. We can sort of do 2 shots at any one that's out here. 2 shots there, 1 shot where there. So we've got 1 shot there. So moving up into here only gives it one particular shot and 1 shot through there. So what I need to do is I need to bring my units down so that we end up with them being close-ish. See how these ones, they had all 4 of them were on this side. Now, what I don't want to do is rush in with him because he's going to get killed. So that's the one, because he was out on his own. But ultimately, really, what's going to be the goal here will be to dominate this central area with ranged units, and I'll just use these only really at the back end of it. So let's just say that they move to there. That means that we do actually have the ability to move up into this zone, into the centre. Now we do actually have that little up arrow there is just showing that there's actually low foliage, which is going to give him a little bit of an advantage just to with protection, with obscuring him. So units at this location gain obscured. I'll go and do that one. Now he's the only melee unit that we've really got. Like, we've got this one as well, but in this case we're going to have to sort of get everyone else in around where he is. Now this one here as well, I've got the spiders that can come through. I'm going to summon a spider straight away. Oops, hang on, right click. And this one here is actually a, if we have a look and see what this one can do. So this has got a melee strike, back through this other side. This is just a fighter unit. These are very, very basic. So most animals will have this sort of ability, like where they're just very, very basic fighters. This one also has a web attack. So enemy in a 2 hex cone, sustained damage. So I definitely want him to be the one that goes forward. Now at the moment, that one can fire at, it'll be able to get 2 shots at him, which I won't really worry too much about. Then we've got the, so that unit is now moved. We just move these up to get them into position. Defensive tactics there. Bannerman as well. I won't move it up too much. So I'm not too interested in trying to get any shots in at this stage because I'm only going to get 1 shot at 5%, 25%. They're difficult to hit. This one here, I'm just going to keep this one back and keep it so that if we do need to rush in, we can then go and do it. So we'll now just end our turn there. So the idea here is not to rush too far forward. They've got no area of effect attacks. Brought our resistances down. This unit is expendable. I really don't mind about it. So we were in that foliage there, so it can't do much. Alright, so now we have the web attack, and I've got 3 of them. Now if I have a look at the web attack that we've got, see how it sort of goes out, and so I can actually hit all of those with the web attack. And it's, yeah, I'll just go and, we also have a jump attack, a jump as well, jumps to the target location. So I'm going to jump in behind these and then use a web attack on those 3. So I'm just going to go and left click. So I can, there's no zone of control really here that we have to really worry about. So 1, 2, 3, I can move in, from there I can just move in behind it. This is a jumping spider. And now I'm getting flanking attacks. So now we've got the back of them. You can see if I actually attack these guys, it's a flanking attack back towards them. And so I'm just going to now use the web attack and attack all 3 of them, but from the flank. So I've now got the flank is sort of going to be what we end up doing. You should see that's been slowed. Actually, we didn't see the flank attack as such. Now these different units, we're now on fire, and so the low foliage is now a problem for us. I've got 65% there, 40% there. It's a 70%. That's got the spirit weakness against them. By the way, if you're trying to figure out what's going on, let's just talk a little bit about ranged attacks. And so in this case, we've got 70% chance of hitting this one for full damage. If I press Control, I can then see all of the things that are going in with this one. So I've got a there's a 60% chance of creating sundered defense. There's spirit weakness in the actual unit itself that's on the other side. So we're going to be doing extra damage in through there. And it's 20% for the long range attack. But I've got nowhere else to really move this one. Like no matter where I move it, it's not really going to be better than 70%. So I can't move in front of these because I'm not going to be, that's not what we're going to be sort of doing in this case. So I'm going to go and, so that one there, I'm just going to have to sort of make do with the long range attack. Now the 70%, as I said before there, we've got a, in fact what I'll do is I'll open up the combat history, the combat log. We can sort of see different attacks that are then sort of coming back through. These have all been slowed down, not that it really matters that much. They'll have to somehow attack this unit, so they'll most likely have to go back and deal with this one here. When we actually come and do this particular attack, we'll then sort of see that there's only going to be one attack. So the unit itself, with this particular attack, has got that single dot means it's just one action. Now I can move anywhere I like to have the shot, but this is my best spot here. At the 70%, I'll just show it and just go and do it. Now, if you can see down there, we use the banner smite. Now, we needed 30 to get the hit, and you saw there it was a graze. Because we didn't actually hit at 70%, we got so with the 70%, sort of take away 100, or you know, start with 100, take away the 70, means that on a 100-sided dice, we needed 30 or more to get a full-blown attack. We happened to just roll a 27. Now, there's 25 other points or other rolling points that you can actually then go and get to get the greys. And so if I had have rolled under 5, it would have been a miss. Anywhere between 5 and or 6 and 29 or 5 and 29 will be an actual will be a greys hit, and then anything above 30 would be a full hit. In this case, we only got a greys, and so they then checked their pass to see if the damage we were going to do with sort of reducing its defences was going to kick in, and in this case we didn't. It didn't work for us, and so it only sustained a 10 spirit damage. We now actually have these guys in through here. We've got a 60% chance of causing burning and a 30% chance of getting the Sundered Defence again. So the Sundered Defence passed in through that side. There's only a 65% chance of actually hitting this one. And so in this case, again, if I press Control, we can see we've got fiery arrows, purging arrows, and then we've got long range, 25% is coming off this particular attack. But I'm happy enough with that, so I'm just going to keep on going with this one. So I'm just going to right click, and we'll see through here every attack. We've got 3 attacks that are going to go in. First one, second one, and there we go. We got, and we see through here, we rolled an 80 when we needed 35. We rolled a 77 when we needed 35, and we rolled a 50 when we needed 35. So all of those are doing actual damage to that particular wisp. Then we've got this unit in through here as well, and we've got a 65% chance now of killing it. I'm just going to take that one. It's been destroyed. This unit here has taken a little bit of damage. I can get 50% attack in through there. I get a 65 over that way. If I move to there, I get a 90. Because if I move, let's just have a look at this one here. I only get 1 shot there. I get 2 shots there at 25, 2 there at 50. So there's different things actually happening. I've got 40% back over this other side as well. The thing I've got to be careful of is if I move into there, I'm going to be able to get a little bit more. Well, I'm going to get a 90% shot back up through this other side. Let's have a look and see what's causing this. So at the moment, I've got a 5%. If I press Control, we can then sort of see this is long range, and we're also obscured by an obstacle. This is why we're only getting 5%. If I move to there at 25%. This one here is now, the long range is now down to 25 rather than 50. If I move to there, we're still just getting the minus 40 obscured by the obstacle that's there. From there I get 90s, but I only get 1 action point there. So I've got to think, is it better for me to fire here with 2 shots where there's a 50-50 chance of getting full damage, and then another 25% on top of it. So I need to score over 25 for this one to then kick in. I think I'll actually do that. So what I'll do here is I'll actually go and, because this one here, I've got like a 75% chance of doing damage and also getting Sundered Defense. So I think I might actually take this one. So Kira's saying, any plans for Shadow Empire today? Not today. And I'm going to try to spread it out. I was almost going to play it, but then I thought I've got to spread these out over a course of a few days at least, for the simple reason that the algorithm will kill me if I. It'll end up being like the first 1 or 2 will be popular, and then everything else after that, YouTube will then punish me for it. So I'm trying to sort of spread out my games a little bit with a few days between each game. So I will definitely be coming back to it, but just not exactly today. No, it won't be today because I'm trying to resist doing things back to back if I can help it, just because it really doesn't work in terms of YouTube. Unfortunately, I hate having to bow down to what they do. Anyway, this one here, I hope that makes sense. We've got 2 shots here at 50%, or we've got 75% chance of doing some damage, or I can move to there and get 1 shot at 90%. But this one is actually probably should be better for me. Now again, if we have a look and see what we end up getting through when I do this one here, anything under 25 will be a miss. Got 2 of them in through there. So we got the 68 and a 72. So that one sort of then worked. We still have this unit here as well. Now, all I want to really do with that one is just protect the other units. And then I've got 25% chance here. Now, we do actually have, this one here is Restore. So, target friendly unit gain. Now, what we want to be doing here is the Resurrection Restoration if we need it, which we don't need it just yet. Got quick stab, but we've got this one here, 25%. This essentially is a death blast that we're sort of sending in towards it. You can see there, skewed by obstacle, and it is long range, but this one we've got it, it's a 50-50 to do some damage. Missed. So we rolled under 50 in that case. We rolled a 35 and we needed 75. But we needed 50 to get the grades. I wish it would actually show maybe in brackets what the 50, like needed 75 bracket 50 would probably actually be a better way of showing how that one does work. I think saying it's not necessarily YouTube, it's just how people consume media. DLCs, movie sequels, later TV series, they all suffer reduced consumer numbers than the first. I'm finding that it's actually working better for me by having a bit of a few days. I think that people that tend to follow a series, like it's overwhelming having like 3 hours of a game one day and then another 3 hours the next day. It's like having to binge watch like a series, like on 2 separate days. Whereas if I keep them about a week apart, at least it's then digestible, I think. That's sort of that's what I'm assuming anyway. So we're on fire here. Now, I'm going to move this one up. We're actually on fire. This one is actually on fire as well, this low foliage. I'm going to move into here. I'm not going to attack it because of the astral membrane, but I'm just going to lock in. That's sort of then going to stop it from moving off easily. And we now have this one as well, and I will actually smash this because these are now locked in. Although what if I just come in and block them in, they're then blocked in from both sides, and they can't use, at the moment, these can't use their cosmic bolts because this thing is blocking them, and this one also can't use the cosmic bolts. They have to run away. So I'm going to move this one up now and just block in both of these yet again. So we've now got the action point. I'm just going to, rather than attack, which would be okay, I'm just going to go into defensive mode, just to stop them from using their abilities. There's only one now that can actually fire, which is this one here, or unless they move off. We do have spells ready to launch as well. I'll do the ignite, does 25 fire damage. Let's go and do that one. That's going to cause burning. Alright, end our turn. So they're going to have to run. Okay, killed that one off. Alright. So still got 50% chance there, but with 3 shots. We've got 90% there with 2. I'll take the 90 in this case. Missed again. Wow, that was bad. One shot there. Yeah, I've got the kill. We're moving into a bad terrain there. This one's on fire, but I think I'll still just take it. I've got to hope that the astral membrane doesn't kick in here. Okay, that one's down. That's good. I can kill that one off. It does give them a chance here, and we've also then still got spell casting. Malate, yeah, no, this one's the one. Yeah, we can kill that one off. Good, and then that just sort of now means we've only got 2 that we now need to deal with. So if I attack this one here, the danger for me here is that there was going to be too many of them attacking back. Now let's just say we get stunned, and even if we don't, this one is going to have 3 shots at me, with me being in a position where I'm actually facing the wrong way, where they're going to get flanking shots. And so what I need to do here is I need to kill this one off. This one's morale looks like it's starting to fail. So there is a chance for it to fumble at 20% at the moment. Let's just kill this thing. Now, when I move into there, I'm also going to be then facing the wrong way here. They're going to get 3 flanking shots at me. I can just do a quick save. If you ever need to sort of do anything, just go Control S. So if I go and test this one out, if I move into there, now we actually didn't suffer, like we didn't get stunned. This one's now got 3 shots. Look, it can almost kill me. At that, if it gets a critical shot, then I'm in a lot of trouble. But we're not going to be killed as such with this particular run. We are being flanked, so it's going to be doing a lot more damage than if we were facing it. So in this case, we're almost killed, and that's a very risky position for us to be in. But we also have this guy here with his resurrection if we have to. So we can restore him back to life if this one manages to kill it. It's almost running now. Yep, so it did the damage. And so in this case, I'm going to now move this one back, because it's now a bit too badly injured. I do actually have, I don't have any, actually, I've got this one here, this defensive mode. He's not actually going to be healing. This one here is restoration, so I'm not going to use it. I can get a flanking shot there. No, I can't. If you move and you need to sort of rethink it, like I can get a 90% there. So I'll take it from there. So from there was an obstacle in the way. This one there's not. I get a flanking shot through here. I'm getting critical hit chances now because our morale is up. And this thing is so close to running. It's not going to take very much damage to sort of... you can see its morale is now dropped. It's got a fumble chance there of 40%. Got a 65% chance there. I'll just take it. That's a critical hit going in. That's probably going to make it run. Not quite. 2 shots there at 65. I'll take it. Critical hits there. Alright, there we go. Job done. Hi, G. Jenna. How you going? Alright, so that's actually... so we lost a bit of health there, but that was fine. Like we've managed to get there. We're just going to close that one off. At least we didn't lose it, which is what happened the first time. And so this one here is now a little bit too weak. May still be able to take that one next turn, but we'll see how we go. We've got a lot that we have to clear out on this in this other area. Now Fajala can also just keep on sort of clearing out the terrain here. But there's a lot to the actual combat that we have. Now she's just gone up to level 8, that's great. Overcharge robe. Okay, we'll take the reward. So she's now leveled up, and we're sort of moving down through this Spellblade Fire Evoker aspect to it. Wildfire Strike. So 2 fire damage to the target and adjacent enemies. Yeah, this is base attack, 60% base chance of inflicting burning. I quite like that one. Back over here we started to sort of move down through as well. Got access to the rune of Echo. So while army leader, all non-hero units deal 10% damage. Conjure a stone wall. So these are things we can then go and we can forge these into what we're building. That's actually pretty damn good as well. I like this wall. Let's go that way. Confirm. Close Close that one off. Now there's more that we need to go and deal with. I know they've been dealt with. So this one's very, very close now to getting to the top level. Just two more locations, and then that will be done. Yeah, we lost a little bit there, but it's all okay. Padded crown. 2 defense, that's actually not too bad. I'll open the hero screen. He's the one who found it, so we might as well take it. None of these really are working for what he needs to do. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Actually, maybe. How do you choose a velocity? 40 movement of the. Yeah, 5 movement in combat. It's got the same fast movement, but grants extra hit points. Whereas this one here, swift. Yeah, I'll leave that one with it. Not that we don't need that one. I will actually move that one across. Get the hardy shoes and confirm that as well. Just because we've actually got a flying unit there. Close that one off. One of those armor pieces for falcons. Yeah, actually, well, we don't really use. We're not using spells as such, but yeah, maybe. Where are we? Yeah, at least it would be more thematic. 20% magic damage. We are using the Death Blast, but I don't think that really sort of. It's more the status resistance here. I'll go that way for now. Just confirm that one. All right, one more. Just we get this one, and then we're sort of pretty much done. Just explore this area. I might even set them just to auto explore. Let them do their own thing for a little while. So we're sort of now getting down into enemy territory. Oh, okay. I just picked. Oh, they were all pretty much the same, to be honest. I forget what it did. It was. You're not using magic anyway, so it wasn't a major benefit, that particular armor, but you've got it anyway. Now we've got some movement down this way. Something big in there. What is it? So this is actually, yeah, this is all a big wandering area of sort of geomantic elemental type units. So these are red, these are spawners, and Not that powerful, but they are. This one here is wandering around. This one's going to ultimately cause issues. Okay, so somebody else is now moving into here. We got, that was an unknown faction that was coming back in. The ones that we know of. Rally of Lieges. There's nothing much in here that I really want. I can get iron golems, but I don't really need them. You can see we're going backwards in a fairly big way now with our mana. Oh, hang on, we need to fix that up. That's my fault. I've got the signature skill as well. I'll go with the Brawn rune through here. Mighty Stomp. Just keep the Materium going. And we have one more available. I'll do that one there. Confirm that one.
No?
Just keep these in this area. Stronghold has now been founded. So this is actually now a new city. And this is actually the problem we have now, is we need to go back to the Imperium and get, we've now got too much happening through here. So we need to expand our city cap. So we're down to 43, close that one off, and now we're back down to manageable levels in through here. So Bulletin produced Town Hall 3. And Mages Guild. 2 conduits in the city if we're going to get that one. Stone Walls will give me 30. This is actually worth getting, so I'm going to grab that one. Dragon Gate can annex another province. Now, in this case, there's another. I can get another conduit back there, but if I get this Meridian Maze, you can see there, a city with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gain additional 20 binding essence and 5 fragments additional income per turn, which is massive for us. And so even though the actual, what we end up getting with this is not that dramatic, this here has got, we've got 1, 2, we need 3. So I can just at least get up to 2 by moving this one across into that position there, which will give me extra growth anyway, so I can just get a farm. Now initially that's going to be the limits of what we can then go and do, but that's and I think that's at 1, 2, 3 away from the city, so we're going to need the city to ultimately end up getting the town hall here, which we get it at population 10. So when we get the next population anyway, we can then get the citadel through this side. Well, it's 5 turns before we get that one. Yeah, so we're not going to quite get what we need. But anyway, I do have a heap of money, though. Might hurry the production here. Oh, no, I want to wait 5 turns. Yeah, I'll just wait. I'll wait. So the governor here is going to be Falcons. House Issenfish is now founded. All right, there we go. So this will be the, so because of his renown levels, each mine grants +5 gold, and also each mine grants extra stability at level 2, etc., etc. So we'll end up sort of back over that way. Now we can start to get the different zones. Now I've got 2 mana there, 2 mana nodes. If I make a conduit here, I get plus 25 mana, which is awesome. So we'll go that way. The Gorgon's Lair as well. We'll eventually sort of claim that one as well. But this is a good start. And I've got nothing that's really going to be... well, let's get the draft and the food income up. Go that way there. Okay, more excavations. That's all solid rock, I think. Yep, that's all solid. Yeah, that's the, there's an up area there. I think this is pretty much all ours. I don't think we have to really worry about what's back over this other side. These are still healing up. We've got too many of these. Oh, now this Liege Guard. This Liege Guard here is actually one of our other units is now leveled up. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, we're getting more Liege Guards. As our units go to legendary mode, that's what's happening with them. So so they're becoming much more powerful. So these units here, these basic shield units that we end up having when they actually hit the top level, yeah, promotion to a Liege Guard. So you can see down there at the bottom there in legend mode, they end up becoming Liege Guards at that point. So they go from tier 1 to tier 3, which is pretty cool. So we're sort of seeing those now starting to sort of appear in our army. So we're becoming more and more strong. Can't do anything that way. Yes, we're getting Liege Guards back over here as well. Close them off. We're starting to lose a bit of health here, but that's Falcons has now gone up another level. Oh, hang on, let's close that one. All right, now that's only tier 1. Take the reward. It's leveled up. This one here is Undying Loyalty. So target friendly unit gains steadfast for 1 turn. It heals temporary hit points. I can't go back that way, and I can't go down this way because we chose this down through here. This one here is while army leader, all non-hero units gain plus 10 hit points. I'll go that way there, just to sort of get everyone a bit stronger. Confirm that. Happy with what we've got there. All right, okay, back in this way. One's still healing up. Keep that one there, that's almost healed. This one's actually a good one to bring down to the other stack that we have. Bring this one across ultimately to join up with it. Now this should be the last one that we need. Yeah, 5 to level up. There we go. Okay, that's good. We end up getting the renown that we required. I'll keep it coming. Actually, there's going to be one more turn before we can do that one. Okay, we're going to level of renown. So we're now at the top level of renown for him. So he never got his major ambition. So yeah, with the 200 plus gold, but we'll end up heading that way. We will get there eventually. Bring them across. Just keep that one where that is to heal up. So there's a few different wandering stacks in here. This is why you need to clear out these fairly quickly. Let's just move across here now. Create a bounty if we wanted to, but we don't need to. Bulletin. I'm actually happy enough with what I've got at the moment, so I'm not going to get any more units. We're back getting positive numbers of mana. Go this way. Bring them down.
No? Yeah, just keep on clearing out everything from in through here. So we'll sort of end up getting... Oh, there's another fire forge stone. Or focus crystals, these ones. Yeah, we're finding good stuff in here. It's an excellent location. Yeah, get back in there just to heal up. Okay, so invite the brewer ogre and his clan to work for you. So you get 8 strength, yeah, 50% success. Got 2 stacks of primal exhaustion. It's a 50-50. That primal exhaustion I think is going to be everywhere. So I don't really want to get that. Try to just get this one here. We'll get that one. Won't try. So it clears out that as well. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky. Okay, market. Get the tower. With the eternal bed chambers in here. This is a silver ancient wonder. don't think I'll worry about it. And what's that? That's a underneath there is Archon Blood. That would be good. That would be good. Actually, what's the I can't get both, unfortunately, with the work camps. I can get one, but not two. So we'll come back for that one.
Aye.
Let's turn that one off. Again, just need to heal that one up. Alright, so this is now in the center of the map. What were we seeing there? Who was that? Was it our scout unit? We should have been offered a fight if that was the case. I thought it was a blue character. It may be one of our allies. Not sure who it was that killed it, but we're sort of in this region anyway. This is sort of like the above world. Alignment changed, so we've gone back to being neutral. Produced a tavern in here. Let's get the growth. Yeah, we're sort of downish this way. Now, it may have been a group from here, from Severfood. That's sort of where the attack took place. That was it, wasn't it? It was here. Well, we'll just keep on clearing things out. This one's a bit too dominant in terms of its ability to fight with melee, but we'll have to do for now. Here, there's our scout. Claim that one. That's more of the allied Lutherites that we see. And there's focus crystals there again as well. Took a bit of damage there, but nothing too bad. Accept that. Now there's a fire hearth foundry there. This one we could actually claim both of those. Get this and this at one location. And that would be pretty good. I can't really take this one on. It's a low risk battle, but I don't really want to be doing that one. Move across and just help clear out these. So still got that one turned on. It's a fairly strong little group that we've got here. Do a quick save. Yeah, it's a safe battle here. Got angels in this case. Kill them off. So we'll take that reward again as well. So with the with this Archon blood, we don't actually have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and create another outpost just here. That's on the Archon blood. Just move back. Just build the outpost, and this is going to give us the Archon blood. So the Archon blood will then give us another 20 mana with that one being annexed. It's going to cost me 10 gold there, but I've got heaps of gold. Just leave these close by. Okay, so we want to keep on finding out what's in this sort of region. Okay, we'll end our turn there. Guy Bell will be saying you have a level 8 signature skill that you can unlock on your main hero. I thought we did that already. Where is it? That's heroes there. You know, we did the Brawn rune on that one. Unless your comment was up there before before I did it. But no, that was done. Okay, so we've got that one done. We'll end our turn here. This is what we were seeing before. Who the hell is this? Alright, so we're seeing a stack here. The Army of Kea. Kea Gildencrest. So he has a unit here moving down towards our cities. It's only a single unit, level 5, a hero. Alright, I'm looking at the time. I'm actually sort of out of time now. This is the sort of thing that we need to be killing off. Yeah, they're just slightly behind us here. I don't want to be boosting the allegiance as such. Now we'll get the I think I'll just leave it like this. We end up with 20 mana, minus 10 gold, but we do actually now have the Archon blood, which allows me then to start to build things as well. All right, we'll keep on going. Spells ready to cast. Seeker arrows, we'll do that one. I think I will grab the palisade walls just to protect it. Dragon Gate produced stonemason. And so this is where the enemy is coming through. We've only got 20 protection here. Surf quarters, 4 turns. Again, the growth is something I really want in the city. 2 more turns. Actually, maybe not that one. Got 7 turns to get the Citadel. Yeah, I'll do the 4. And we'll buy it when this one goes up a level. Oh, hang on. No, next turn I want to buy it. No, I want to turn it. I want to get it. I'll figure it out. What I need to do is I need to get this spot here. That's actually what we need. So I'll keep on playing until we've got that, because it won't take very long. Ernborg can grab another province. boosts in any of these locations. Nor in these, but I'll still just keep on pushing out. And then we have Stronghold again. Yeah, that's a good one there, getting the mine. Awesome. Select new research. The Lesser Magma Spirit and Favourable Winds, I don't want any of those. What I want now is a Zephyr Archer. So I'm going to reshuffle. And I'm still going to reshuffle again. The Underground Vault. Yeah, I haven't been going for the dungeon provinces. I'll have to do that one next turn. Come on, give me Zephyr Archers. I'll do it one more time. Yeah, there we go. We got it. That's one that we want. Now, this one is taking a bit of damage. Go back underground, I think. Yeah, I can get into that position there. Which allows me to help. If I move Fajala off, it becomes a safe battle anyway. And then we can take this location as well. They can still move into that position. And then when we take this one, we've now got two groups coming in. Yep, that's good. The Avenger. So this is a champion or wizard king. Spellblade, Death Knight, Defender. Yeah, this is a melee striker, 14. I like this actually. I like the look of this one. I'm going to take that reward. Actually, I'll open up the hero screen. She's only got a tier 1 Warhammer. Yeah, no, we can't use anything else other than what she's got. But look, what about the others? Not Falcons, but these other ones. This one's a tier 2 Power Cleaver. So I can use the Avenger there. What about the others? Yeah, we can change the nature of this unit. He's a warrior unit, specialised in charging attacks, dealing damage and gaining strength through fighting. But if we switch across to the Avenger, so he can actually wield this. Let's go and do it. He then gets a basic shield as well. We don't have any other shields. Oh, look, I might as well get this resistant plate with him, just so he's got something. Nothing else in there. We'll confirm. That one then sort of just changes his nature a little bit. He's still got 3 attacks. We'll confirm that one. So I think having the numerous attacks is going to be helpful. So we'll close that one off. That works out well. Beaches are saying made it. So you've got the underground and the surface level. Hear me out. Hear me out floating islands as the third level. The third level would be the Eldritch layer, but we've sort of now done that. Now there's nothing else down this way. We've actually cleared all this one out except for things back out there, which I'm not sure exactly how we get out to there. Okay, now we need to move off. And we've got the 3 stacks here now. So now we've got 3 pretty damn powerful groups that we could take into, plus some support there as well. Get some Zephyr Archers, and we are home and hosed, I think. So next session, I think we're going to be sort of now trying to hunt down some of these enemies that we've got. Now we've got Sinkaya in the north. Is not terrible, but what we might do is go up to Dragon Gate, which is where that enemy is coming, and the Pyromancer. Yeah, I don't really need any more here. Defender, the Archer. I'll just keep it where it is at this stage. Okay, orders required. Leave that one where that is. That one is now built what it has to build, and we do need to go back now down into our territories. We can get there in 2 by going underground. You can see that it wants to come back down through this other side. Well, I'll do that. Arrive in 1 turn. Did we get all these? Yeah, we did. Okay. So, yeah, we've got a few little things we need to do at Dragon Gate. So let's move across there. And really, we want to see what's going to happen here with this unit. What's he up to? And there's more in the middle here. Big army. Aha, they're actually attacking, by the looks, into this area. Don't know what that area is. This is this location here. It's got black on black, so we can't read anything. Change of heart. You're approached by your hero, Falcons. His expression betrays dejection. So, yes, so we do want to, being a shepherd would suit you better. What is that one going to do? Yeah, no, we don't want to do that one. Elitist. Reach level 12, fight alongside their ruler. Yeah, that's certainly something we can do. Stay the course. Yeah, let's do this one here. Change the ambition across. Alright, spell ready. Seeker arrows. Enchant. That's now just made our heroes so much, our archers so much better than what they were. And we've still got mana income, which is good. Bulletin, produce the wizard tower. The Materium bolstering matrix. The Materium buff and healing spells. Not that I'm really using it much. You'll go that way. It's 11 turns. Actually, I'll go the market. It's nice and quick. Grab the library. So Stronghold produced that one there. Again, I might just grab the library. So he's down in here. One to heal up. Okay, we've cleaned out all of those. Now move back up with this group, and so we looks like Falcons and the Fajala need to sort of now start working together to get his ambitions up, and we'll start to now move across the map with this stack. That one is basically healed, so we'll move that one down as well. And so we've got these up here for protection, but you know that's going to be fine. We don't know what this one's going to go off and do. And we'll just keep on hunting around down in this region. Right, so just going back up to Dragon Gate. Dragon Gate in one turn is going to go to level 10. The Surf Quarters are still 4 away. I can then go and buy them next turn. And then we can go and get the Citadel straight away. Yeah, so we don't what we don't want to do is actually make use of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this now. No, I won't. Actually, what I'll do is I'll buy the Citadel next turn because this will then be boosted. So I won't queue it up just yet. We'll just end our turn. Yeah, this black on black is interesting. Don't normally see that. Normally won't let you do the so you can't see what the actual banner is or the text. So they're sort of pretty close to our home ground, really. This is one of ours against Flemmick's force. Back over here, I'm just going to go and auto combat. Close. Ah, that was the capital. Here we go. Right, so we have a force now coming through. That is, that's his. So we need to now go back up. Now we're pretty close with our stacks down through here. So we'll start to sort of move on up. So we're going to have to go to war. Now, the other things we've got, your vassal Seraphoot is under siege. So we're now under siege here. They're only going to last 2 turns. So we'll have to come back in before they can then sort of do anything with it and then just re-release the vassal. That will, it shouldn't be really a big problem, I don't think. But I've got nothing to really get there quickly. Not with force. Free City declared war on us. It's okay. Whispering Stone has been returned from Severford because they're under siege. Friendship with us is now ended with them. Goodbye. Was pillaged by your vassal city. Oh, okay, our vassal is doing stuff out around here somewhere. Chalkholm is in a war party. Alright, we're going to have to kill them off in that case. So they're helping. It's hard to see what's actually there. What's this one called? Segelgrad. Message received. She's relatively happy with us. Just leave that one where that is. So Dragon Gate can now get another province. Now this is where we want to, oh, we can already do it. Great. This one then sets up the Meridian Maze, then gives us the 3 that we need. So a city with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gains Binding Essence, which is exactly what we wanted. So I thought we had to go up a level before we could do that one, but we can still actually go and grab it. So I'll grab a I'll grab more growth. So that will now give us an income. And if we go and have a look at the at what we're doing through here, yeah, we've got an income of plus 10 and plus 20 there. So we're getting a lot of Binding Essence now, and a lot of Binding Fragments and Binding Essence. The Binding Fragments allow us to then build really, really powerful items. So we'll close that one off, and we'll wait until we can start to sort of get some really good stuff, which will be in the next session. Bring these down. All right, what is required? Bring off, I could take this one up, but we're not going to get there in 2. I mean, that one will, but I'm not going to, no, I don't want to just send one in on its own. This is really a one more turn type of game, isn't it? Sort of glacier. I love the how they've changed the underground now to make it sort of really, really interesting. There's nothing else down that way. Okay, well, we've certainly got what we wanted. I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. So we're sort of now getting really close to it just going crazy with different attacks. Pikachu Song saying, "Hey, Daz, what faction are we playing?" We're playing as the Rock Giants with underground dwarves, so dwarves that specialise underground, and we've certainly been able to do that. We're probably still coming first, I would guess. Yep, so we're coming the first of 5 at the stage. They're now coming last, so they've lost their capital. Flamek has now gone into the middle there. Yeah, things are working out pretty well for us. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Chat Tactic Day, I think. So I don't think I've got any other... I may have another stream, actually. I'll have to double check. So I may or may not be around to do Chat Tactic tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you then if I am available.